A season's waiting is about to come to an end. The 2.5 miles beckons. Indianapolis is about speed. The quickest driver, the ultimate lap. No race is faster, no race closer or more difficult. But Indy is much more. The 500-mile race, even in sim racing, is a celebration, a spectacle. Indianapolis is dangerous. Its narrow road and concrete walls tear at man and machine, but the quickest times are found just inches from the walls. It is there, even the bravest are not without fear. To drive Indy requires skill. To race at the front, dedication. To win, courage. A champion must push beyond fear. This past year at Indianapolis has challenged the elite. Even for defending winner Chad Frankenfield, after 12 tries, he was finally able to drink the milk. Defending elite IndyCar Series champion Adriano Pinheiro is looking to add an Indy 500 win to his trophy case after 7 tries. Will this be the year he can carry the title Indianapolis 500 champion? IndyCar driver R.C. Anderson knows better than anyone in the field running on and over the edge is the only way to succeed, the only path to victory in the Indianapolis 500. 33 of the fastest have accepted the challenge and are ready for racing's ultimate test. 500 miles on a Thursday afternoon in Indiana. Where will the road take them? Too close to the walls or to victory lane with its fame and fortune? Indeed, it is a human struggle against all odds. It brings pain and anguish, while at the same time incomparable reward. It will push your focus to the edge. In its 7th year, 192 drivers have started the run, but the Indianapolis 500 is only permitted 10 to make the final turn into victory lane. As this day begins, the focus is 200 laps away and an antique cup waiting for the champion, whose likeness will be molded in silver to join the historic line. The 500 miles lie ahead.
Hello again, everyone, for the Elite Racing Network. I am Gary Gatto, and it is race day in Indianapolis, and you are looking live at the world's greatest virtual race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as we are just moments away from letting loose 33 of the fastest sim racers in the world as they attempt to forever etch their name in the Elite Racing League's database as a winner of the 15th running of the Indianapolis 500. I'd like to welcome all of you to our race day coverage on this Thursday, October 16th, 2025. And as always, joining me in the booth for my broadcast, for our broadcast. This is our 3rd time doing this. It's almost like a regular routine. It's me and Luis Gonzalez Nunez. LGN, good to have you here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we are back to the 15th running. You know what? We have a 15 races started from today, 14 before. 2 to 15 miles, 13 500 miles, 12 different poles. Henry Bennett and Robert Maleska with 2 times, Adriano Pinheiro with 3 times. And we have 12 different winners with Robert Maleska, the only one winning 3 times, 22A, 22B, and 2023 season. So who knows? Today we have Chris Albrecht as a pole, who's gonna be the 15 winner today in the 15 running Rebilas Photo Watersport Peace IndyCar Series.
And without any further ado, let's get into the pre-race ceremonies made famous by everyone's favorite adopted Hoosier mother, Florence Henderson. Please welcome the Marine Corps Band from Paris Island and their rendition of God Bless America. And now, to honor America, we all ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem performed by the United States Army Band. Today's B-52 flyover was performed by the United States Air Force General, retired Brigadier General Bradley J. Armbruster. And now, no Indy experience is complete until you have sang this song. with 300,000 of your closest and newest friends together. Made famous by Jim Nabors, but also sung by such icons as Mel Torme and Dinah Shore. You can't say you've been to Indy until you've built it out back home again in Indiana. To lead us in this year's rendition is no other than the man himself, Hoosier native, IU graduate, and singer for the Chicago Blackhawks, Jim Cornelison. And now, race fans, it is time for the most famous words in all of auto racing. Here to issue the command for the Elite Racing League's, for the Elite Racing League's Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500 to start their engines, the Grand Marshal. He is the radio voice of the 500. Please welcome the great Mark Janes.
Hi, this is the voice of the 500, Mark Janes. Welcome to the 15th running of the Elite Indy 500. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Pace lap before we go green. Now, the starting lineup for the 15th running of the Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500. And on the pole, the fastest rookie last year, and now the pole sitter this year, Chris Albrecht showed he understands Indy for sure by putting his ERL car on the pole this week and parking his Dark Horse ride in the Dark Horse IndyCar Series in Victory Lane the week before. In the middle of row one is Jordan Owens, making his third Indy 500 start, but two have come from the front row. He has finished 8th in last year's 500, and this week he celebrates 5 years cancer-free, making today's run even more special. On the outside of row one is Chad Frankenfield. Chad is a champion on and off the track. He's the admin, leader, and last year's Indy 500 winner. He's looking to join legends like Tommy Milton, Vuki, Ward, Fittipaldi, Dan Weldon, Sato, and Newgarden as a 2-time winner at the Brickyard. On row two, it's Ryan Schold, Andrew Wood, and Brian Blauman. For Ryan, it's back-to-back Fast 12 appearances. He improved his starting spot this year and is now chasing a better finish before helping prep for the PRI Hoosier 500 later this year. In the middle of row two, it's Andrew Wood, also a Fast 12 repeat. Over 100 iRacing victories and a Lionheart 500 winner. A dangerous threat in this field. And in the 6th position is Brian Blauman. Top 10s have become now podiums for Brian. Now he's chasing a breakthrough win like Ari Leyendyke in 1990 and Buddy Rice in 2004. Both claim their first wins ever at the Speedway. Row 3 is Tyler Fode, Gavin Hibbs, and Hunter Ingrave. Tyler has 4 straight top 4 finishes in the points championship. He also has 607 starts combined in the Elite Racing League and 96 wins. If he can't win the title, an Indy 500 win as win number 97 for his ERL career would just be as sweet. For Gavin Hibbs in the middle of row 3, he's a winner at New Hampshire 2 seasons ago. 175 career ERL starts and 8 wins. He's been close to win number 2 in IndyCar. Maybe today's the day. And the 9th spot is Hunter Ingreb. He's not a rookie to the Elite Racing League, but he's making his Indy 500 debut. Already a Road America winner this season, now chasing his first oval victory. Row 4 is Kyle Klindworth, Justin Vandermarl, and Adriano Pinheiro. For Clindy, one of the most decorated drivers here, he's a 2024 Rookie of the Year, ISRA Horizon Votive Champion, and winner of our Texas race earlier this season. And he's a double-fixed Indy 500 winner from May, a very serious contender. Justin Vandermarl is in the middle of the row. He's the graphics guru behind most of this broadcast. He's hoping to emulate John Cock in 73 or Castro Neves in 2001 as both winners from the 11th starting spot. On the outside of the row is the one we're going to be watching today, Adriano Pinheiro, the most decorated driver in ERL IndyCar history. He has 3 Indy poles, 3 titles, and is now the career leader in wins. The 500 is the one box that he has remained unchecked for his career. Could this be his Alex Palou moment? In row 5, we got Trey Edison, Hunter Smith, and Matt Wagner. Edson is a rookie on paper. He has nearly 200 iRacing wins, starting 13th, a number that has brought Indy glory to Meyer, Schneider, Hanks, and Hilio. Maybe we'll see it today with Trey. In the 14th spot is Hunter Smith. He's a 2024 B podium finisher here. He started on the pole at Auto Club, making his 69th IndyCar start tonight, 6th all-time in the Elite Racing League. Matt Wagner is a veteran, series admin, and Penske fan. He knows Juan Montoya won from 15th in 2015. He'll try to do the same today. In row 6, we got Norgard, Anderson, and Hossack. Norgard starts his, this is Norgard's second Indy 500 start. He's a tough racer with a Dover podium on his resume. In the middle of the row is R.C. Anderson, the only driver here with real-world Indy 500 experience. Also, the 2020B ERL Indy 500 winner. 17th has produced champions like Newgarden and Maury Rose. Can Anderson do it today? On the outside of the row is Hossack in his 4th 500 start, aiming to beat his best finish of 16th, a steady veteran with 47 starts and growing with lots of momentum. Trey Holmes, A.J. Hobson, and Jonathan Cutlip on row 7. For Holmes, it's 300-plus ERL starts, but he has a low starting spot but a high race IQ. In the middle of the row is A.J. Hobson. You can't have an IndyCar race without an A.J. in the lineup. 44 Elite Racing League career starts with an 8th-place best finish 5 years ago. On the outside of the row is Jonathan Cutlip, 14-time ERL winner and making his 500 debut, following in the footsteps of Larson, Alonso, and Busch, making bold first Indy attempts. In row 8, we got Bailey Mills, Takeshi Kita, and Colin Heil. Bailey Mills is a rookie making his first IndyCar start. 41 iRacing wins and plenty of raw pace. In the middle of the row is Takeshi Kita, 17th IndyCar start, and he's repping Eliseo Salazar's 2000 front row livery. His racing hero and LGN's racing hero. And on the outside of the row is Colin Heil, another Little Eagle rookie. 8 starts and counting, quiet but capable. In row 9, we got Victor Aldrich, Ethan Stanley, and Nige Camargo. For Victor, he's a veteran sim racer and an ERL rookie in the lineup. For Ethan Stanley, he has back-to-back top 10s in the 500. He's a threat for deep in the field. We'll definitely be watching him. And Nige Camargo, Team Watson racer, he's making his 20th career start. And the final 2 rows, we got Adams, Coker, and Adams. Adams, Jacob, in his first Indy 500, IndyCar and 500 start. No one started further back and won than 28th, where Haroon and Meyer made history, and also last season, Hamilton Akabuezi has also won from the 28th spot. So Jacob Adams in a good spot that has proven winners. Shane Coker in the middle of the row, votive series admin and a fixed 500 series winner, or fixed 500 split winner himself. And Joshua Adams on the outside of the row, 368 combined Elite Racing League starts, his second Indy 500, a lot of seat time behind this wheel. In the last row, James Watson, Edison Toole, and Seb Alexander. Watson is a longtime community figure, racer, team owner, broadcaster. He's cerebral and capable of climbing through this field. In the middle of the row is Toole, last row shootout survival with 37 iRacing wins to his credit. Don't sleep on him. And in the 33rd and final spot, Seb Alexander, Velocity IndyCar winner and Oval Series title threat. No one has ever won from 33rd, but Seb has the fire that he's going to do it today. And that is your starting lineup here for the 15th running of the Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500. Playing the role of James Garner and Oriol Servia in the pace car is Ethan Reisner. He's driving the ceremonial pace car this evening. He has 12 Elite Racing League starts, 1 top 5, and 2 top 10s. Getting ready to go green next time by the numbers. We have 2 former 500 winners, 8 former Elite IndyCar winners, 2 Elite IndyCar champions, 8 Elite champions, 17 Elite race winners, 17 Chevrolets, 16 Hondas, 8 rookies, 6 countries representing USA, Canada, Brazil, Sweden, Taiwan, and Chile. They say anything can happen at Indianapolis, and history typically proves it, but this is where legends rise, hearts break, and dreams change in the blink of an eye. In just this second start, Christopher Albrecht leads this field to green from the pole. We have 2 former winners, Frankenfield and Anderson, who are poised to chase their second 500 triumph. And behind them, Adriano Pinheiro, the winningest driver in ERL history, looks to finally capture the one that has eluded him, with Kyle Clinworth, his teammate, ready to help him make it happen. 33 drivers, 1 crown, the pageantry's over, the anthems have faded. We're going to cue out the music here, and this is it. This is the ERL Indy 500 green flag moments away. And I could say it like I did last time, Lewis. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. That is the most stressful part of my entire racing calendar, are these 2 races. Oh, my goodness.
Just drinking water. Drink water.
As I need to get a drink, and we are getting ready to go racing here very, very shortly.
Yeah, I guess.
If you enjoy ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and respect the stream, please respect the stream. Please do us a solid. Make sure you're supporting us by subscribing, and while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future ERN broadcasts. So let's go racing now, as we are starting to get into our rows of 3. Typically, they do not start like this in any other races but the 500 milers. And we're going to see a 3-wide start. A lot of inexperience with the 3-wide start throughout this field, but a lot of experience with it. And a lot of experience on that front row. Some fast 12 repeaters, a former winner.
Yeah, we have a Frankenfield, Andrew Good, Clendy, Pinheiro, R.C. Anderson, Wagner also too. A lot of people. Alexander on the back.
Oh, we'll be watching him. Field is being brought down for the start. Green flag in the air. And we are underway at Indianapolis in the front row. Just all of a sudden gets in line, and they're just pulling away from each other like they scripted that start. The top 3 of them, 3 of the 4 in the top 4 are Little Eagle.
Just pull away. They pull away for a while, but this is not DW12.
Jordan Owens wasted no time. He goes to the inside. He wants his first lap to be all his. The cancer survivor goes to the front. Oh, Albrecht says, nope, I don't think I want you to lead that lap. And he nails him right, just nudges him at the line. Side by side for the lead. Woo, and he slides right in front of Frankenfield, goes to the inside now. Here goes Frankenfield. He's going to take a 3 wide like it's a ceremonial pace lap. Coming into turn 3. Who's going to lift? None of them.
Fine.
Whoa! And in this battle now, all of a sudden we got Ryan Schuld is in. Now we're going 3 wide at the line. And let's not get too excited about those purple lap speeds. I think they're about a mile per hour off right now. We're looking to try to get that fixed.
Oh, somebody clipped the wall. I think was Gabby Gibbs. Oh, net call over there.
Maestro in chat, why were the front rows so far ahead? I think the front row might be all working together. I think they scripted that. 1, 2, 3, everybody go. Single file all throughout this field, but up at the front, they're still battling tooth and nail. Albrecht to the inside. He goes fastest lap. Pinheiro sets a purple lap. And that should be, everyone should be watching that one. Let's go back and watch that battle. In fact, Pinheiro right in the tire tracks of his teammate, who is going to be his wingman throughout this entire race. That is Clindy in 10th spot. Back up front, Frankenfield takes the lead going into 3. It is Frankenfeld, Albrecht, Owens. The front row still together. Joining them is Schuld, Fode in 5th, Wood in 6th, Blauman 7th, Gavin Hibbs in 8th, Ingraven 9th, Clindy in 10th. So we got a lot of Little Eagle up in the top 10, got a lot of Rogue in the top 10.
Somebody's blinking. Stanley's blinking over there on the back of the Takeshi Kita in the 23.
Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good for Heil, who's behind him. He's got to see that and is like, hey, man, I don't know we're going to reform. Your biggest gainers right now, R.C. Anderson up 3 spots. The real world Indy 500 driver. Started 28th, finished 32nd, and he's going to take a beat on the inside of Wags. Oh, good. Wags' livery drew in correctly. Seb Alexander, though, up 5 spots from being in 33rd, so he's on the move. We knew Seb would be on the move. He was very motivated. Talking to him before the race, he's like, I want to be the first guy that wins from 33rd.
Yeah, it's going to be like amazing. Pinheiro did in Pocono, but it's not like, Pinheiro hit the wall. My God, don't even hit the wall. Oh, he's loose. Losing in turn 2. So all good for him, but you don't want that touch in with 194 to go. So
yeah.
Man.
All right, so we're looking about lap 30 or so, but we might see some people drop in as early as lap 20, lap 25, and try to do a bit of a different pit strategy. But we ride with Pinheiro, who currently leads. Oh, man, he is all over the place. Here are the driver points coming into today. And Pinheiro, if he has himself a good race, he could all but eliminate everybody in the standings with the exception of Fode, and all he really needs to do is start at almost said Michigan City. Excuse me. Starts at Mexico City, and he gets crowned the season champion with 2 races left to go.
Yeah, even if his body can have a bad race today, and Pinheiro winning, could be like I just said. I think he still have the chance to win the championship today, but he have to a lot of mathematics over there, and have that chance.
So Pinheiro cannot mathematically clinch an Indy, especially with the drop week still in play for some drivers. He can knock out much of the fringe and reduce the title fight to about 2 or 3 drivers. But the ones that we're really watching here is Pinheiro and started in 12th, Fode started 7th, Seb Alexander in 33rd, and 2 drivers that you saw on the point didn't even qualify. They didn't make the lineup. Forsyth, who I believe this is Thanksgiving up in Canada, he is on vacation, and I don't think Logan Edwards was available to qualify for the 500. So, and actually, that's a good transition into the rookie point situation. Colin Heil is actually going to make a little bit of ground on Logan Edwards after this race. Heil is in second. Lawson did not qualify. Liam not in the lineup. Edson Toole will actually join probably the top 3 after this. Cutlip also looking to make some spots. But a lot of the rookie guys in the rookie standings are not in the lineup. So those that did make the lineup are looking to definitely increase their chances of climbing the standings here late in the season.
For sure.
And we are lap 11 of 200. Frankenfield, your leader. Here comes Chris Albrecht to the inside. And he will get the position going into 3. Chad lets him have it. Chad will line up and take a shot, back him down the front stretch. Jordan Owens hanging out in 3rd spot. Just working on the draft right now. Ryan Schold has been very patient all race long in P4. Tyler Fody in P5. Andrew Wood down 1 spot to P6. Blauman down 1 spot to 7th. Gavin Hibbs right where he started in 8th. Enter Ingrave right where he started in 9th. Clindy right where he started in 10th. Pinheiro getting around 1 car and moved himself from his 12th starting spot up to 11th. And that is kind of where we are right now in the grand scheme of things here at Indianapolis in the very early stages, lap 12 of 200. Riding with our pole sitter right now on the north end of the racetrack.
My. We have a lot to talk about today, but I have 2 points to talk in. First of all, what is happening in our channel P1 with Jacob Collins calling the Indy Pro qualifying NXT Indy qualifying, and I saw it. The race is also broadcasting by Racing.
Yeah, it's being simulcasted.
My God.
So
And,
I need to explain my day to everybody, but go ahead, continue.
and 107 people watching night racing. And
44 are watching right now this.
Yeah, and our channel 18 people. So pretty good that. So it's a big started. Also talking about the NXT Indy Live is coming soon after this season is out. And the second thing, Dan Weldon today.
Yes, 14 years ago.
Remember, 14 years ago, man, that's a lot of time. But it's not stopped about the Weldon family. Still, his son make it winners. His both son, I think, the Sebastian Weldon.
Mm-hmm.
But
he was in Formula 2, and he was also with Prima. Wasn't he with Prima?
Yeah, Sebastian Weldon this season for Prima, Formula 4, Italian Formula 4, 3rd place. He finished in the...
And Juan Montoya's kid was his teammate?
I
thought it was Juan Montoya's kid.
Montoya is in the Formula 3 or Formula 2.
Okay, so he's in another class. But he is a Prima teammate, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. He's, Sebastian Montoya is in the FIA Formula 2. Pretty good, though. Pretty good, yeah. Sebastian Weldon. No, sorry, Dan Weldon, Indy 500 winner.
2-time Indy 500 winner.
2-time, but the last one?
2011. He kind of backed into that last one. It was J.R. Hildebrandt was coming to the checkered flag and smacked the wall in turn 4, right about where these cars are right here on the racetrack. Right there on the exit, right there about that Indianapolis sign. He smacked the wall trying to pass Charlie Kimball, and I'm not sure why he decided he wanted to pass Charlie Kimball at that point. He had a considerable lead. Here's the inside. Frankenfield again wanted to take a shot, but not quite sure. Now we're side by side in the south end of the racetrack. And now back and right in front of the Raleigh Children's Hospital suites in turn 2. Now they're back to single file line. But I'm not quite sure why J.R. Hildebrandt decided that he wanted to pass right there. But that would have been Panther Racing's first 500 win after a number of finishing second, number of P2 finishes for Panther Racing. They were kind of the last great IRL era team to be competing against some of the big kart teams that came over and became part of the Indy Racing League and IndyCar Series after unification. Back to the front. Frankenfield down low in turn 1, so we just seem to be swapping back and forth right now between the top 2. Everyone else kind of in line. Here are your weather conditions right now. 115 degrees on the track temp. It is not a very comfortable one out there, Lewis. 81 degrees on the ambient, but pretty much right now we're kind of being forced to go single file for the time being.
Yeah, I think so. It's not really like a hot. Like a really hot. Could be more worse than this. But it's really like a not the best condition, but a good. I say good. It's not the best, but it's good condition to racing over here. Some people can be for example, good to have a Pinheiro over there. Let's talk about Pinheiro. For example, just the first guy I have in my screen now. At least he can have this. Feel comfortable to have somebody on front like a Clendy to racing it with this condition. But the problem is, I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be a big issue for the leader, for Chris Albrecht.
Yes.
When they have, for example, a lap down of Chad Frankenfield, when they have somebody on front of him with 2 cars on front of him, it's gonna be a big issue because these 2 guys is racing, swapping, and just working like that, so they don't working in the dirty air. That's why it's good to have this good result, like Owens to back. That's a good thing.
Yeah, Owens has been pretty much, he submitted himself in 3rd spot, and he's been kind of hanging out there right now, saving quite a bit of fuel. Right now, I'm going to say the lead duo is probably burning the most out of anybody out there on the racetrack. And we'll be looking to see them come to pit road here probably in the next 5 to 10 laps from now. That's how close we are to getting done with this first stint. Seb Alexander up to 25th spot. He is now up 8 positions.
Pretty nice.
R.C. Anderson is kind of stalled where he is right now. He was one of the big gainers earlier in the race. He's now up 4 and 13th. A.J. Hobson, give the man named after Anthony Joseph Foyt. I don't know if that for a fact, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it just sounds cool. But A.J. Hobson is in 15th spot, up 5 spots from where he started in 20th position. Close battles all over the racetrack. Justin Vandermarl. A lot of these graphics you saw at the front end, especially the starting lineup, the thumbnail, some of these other graphics you see done by him. Give him a big shout. He's been a huge help. The starting lineup graphics, or not the starting lineup, the points graphics are his doing. Been a huge help to the production of the Elite Racing League's Warriors of Peace IndyCar Series all season long. He started in the Fast 12, had himself a good run through qualifications. Not having a great start to this race right now. He's down 5 spots. But right now he's just in a position where he's just kind of hanging out, as I think a lot of these drivers are just starting to prepare for what they might think are the first round of pit stops coming up here very shortly. And also, I don't want to, here, I'm going to knock on some wood here. Okay, yeah. I don't want to jinx it, but we are now 223 consecutive green flag laps here at the Brickyard.
Yeah, like last season, we have no caution, no nothing. It was a really surprise race with 2 hours and something minutes. Even in the real life, they did. So maybe in the real life they don't have a.
Yeah, the record. The record, they would have beat the world track record. For the 500. And that record is actually held by when Helio Castroneves got his 4th Indy 500 win. He set that back in 20 2021, the first race where everyone could come back into the stands. I was there. Actually, I was at the Speedway for all 4 of Helio Castroneves' wins. He should come to me and say, hey, Gary, I want you to be at the 2026 Indy 500. There's a good chance that he might win if he has me in the line in the stands for him. I doubt that. Well, I don't know. If he wants to, he can have me there. But the race average was 190.690 in 2021. The previous average was set in 1990 by Arie Luyendyk. The previous average to that was the 1986 Indy 500. That was won by Bobby Rahal, and that was my very first Indy 500. So apparently I go to very fast Indy 500s, apparently. I don't know.
You know what Castroneves told me one day?
What did he tell you? Keep that Gary guy away from me?
No, he said, you want my sign it? You have to run it with me. My God.
Oh,
Owens coming to the pits now.
Owens, early stop right at lap 25. And we said that some drivers were probably going to start thinking about doing lap 25. And Owens is coming in. He's giving up a bunch of track position.
I know Brandon Trost is not here, actually. He signed it for this season, but he's not racing anymore. So the Brandon Trost strategy coming before and then be on the front later. So that's a good thing. Bluman is calling to pits too. Ryan Bluman coming now.
Bluman coming in as well. So 26 for some of these drivers.
I don't know why my cars and iRacing sounds like a Formula One V12.
Jordan Owens is out.
Loud.
Jordan Owens is out and out on the racetrack. Sorry, and they're the leaders, not too far behind him. They're about 5 seconds behind Owens. So Owens, by pitting and still having some fuel in the tank, did a short fill, and he's going to have fresh tires, and he's going to be hoping now while he is out turning laps. And here comes Frankenfield. Frankenfield out and coming to pit road.
Oh, no. No, I have a black flag.
Black flag!
I have a black flag. Oh, no.
And this is going to be a 40-second hold for our winner a year ago. And this is going to change the whole look of his race. 28 laps into this thing.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I don't know. Are you hearing something? Here comes Chris Albrecht coming to pit road.
Okay. So makes sense. Okay, that's a good thing about this league. Let's put it this point. I know they cleaned the black flag to Chad because it's a 40 seconds hold. iRacing can make it like a stay, but if it's a pit stop, if it's the real life, they give you a drive-through penalty. Like every single competition around the world. If you have black flag, you have a drive-through penalty, and you're coming in, and you can serve it like a chat.
Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Because of black flag.
Here it is. So he needs Boy, he is not very happy right now. Ryan Schold coming to pit road. And Brian Blauman with fast lap there.
So let's put in this table. It's 30 seconds crossing all the line, but thinking about it, 30 seconds plus 40 plus all these exits. So at least it's something you can management for that. You don't want to lose 2 laps. At least you want to lose one, like Chad is losing now. So that's a good thing about the make it a good fair point for the drivers in track.
Andrew Wood now on attack right now behind Tyler Fode. Andrew Wood, former Lionheart Speedway Series Indy 500 winner. He definitely has experience over 200 laps and 500 miles at this place. I hear you go,
Remember that race? My God. I was leading pretty good with him. I followed him. At some point, he left me pass by, save a few behind to me. It was like, okay, this guy used me. And then I figured out, I said, okay, I'm going to stay behind to hit. And he beat me. And he went away up front.
Andrew Wood, pit
Andrew
road.
Wood coming out, talking about him. So he won that race. And I finished 15, 14. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I smacked the wall at some point during that race, and I had a wounded car.
I remember
Bailey Mills
Wagner
and Victor Aldrich on pit road.
Yeah, 3Y Owens with Schultz.
Whoa! Lot of little eagle action back here.
Oh, the thing is, these three have new tires with Brian Blumen on the back. Look at that, Blumen.
Whoa! Here we go.
Oh,
Three wide into the corner. No, we don't go 3 wide into the corner. We almost went 2 by 2, but we're going to go 2 wide through the corner from the first part of it. Here comes Andrew Wood off pit road. He's hustling to catch this group, and he'll join the tail end of them. Gavin Hibbs now your leader.
He is 1 second behind, so he's going to catch it easily in 1 lap. Glenn is coming to the pits now. Pinheiro, not yet. Some points coming to pit, but I think I expected to come in 2 more laps, Adriano, for sure.
Hibbs, Ingrave, Clindy, Wagner, Hobson, all coming to pit road. Vandermarl coming to pit road. Seb coming to pit road. Coker coming to pit road. This is everybody.
Pinheiro going 33 laps in the stint. 34 actually, counting with the first lap. Have a good chance, a good mileage. He must to continue with that window, 34, 33, 32.
And Hunter Smith pacing himself right behind him with a very similar strategy, but he's coming to pit road now. In fact, Smith and Anderson both coming to pit road. Trey Holmes coming to pit road. Who's staying out? Ethan Stanley. I think Ethan Stanley's going to stay out. So Pinheiro staying out, Stanley staying out. So these guys two of the guys that we expected to go long are going long. Oh, and Pinheiro's going to come out and he's going to dip down low and help out Seb a little bit coming off of pit road.
Yeah, not too good. They have Bailey Mills in there. But with Pinheiro, have a dirty air over there. I think have to coming in now, just because they have a dirty air. But
yeah, here he comes.
Coming now.
Here he comes.
Coming through.
Stanley coming to pit road. So these guys were the ones that lasted the longest out of everybody. As we are now at lap 35 of 200. This puts them right around lap 75 for their next stop, if they can maintain this mileage. Ethan Stanley up on the jacks. He's down and away. Pinheiro down and away. He's moving. And now we'll see where these guys pop out, because here comes Albrecht. Here comes Owens. And I think Pinheiro and Stanley are going to be right with. No, sorry. I thought they actually had a large enough lead, but Pinheiro's just not moving. Now he's moving, but I think he might actually tack in on the tail end of this here and rejoin his teammate Clindy.
Oh, he have a. Oh, no. Bad for Pinheiro. He is now 1.8, 1.2 seconds behind, 2.2 now behind, so it's a big lose for him.
Well,
he needs somebody to help him.
No panic right now. He does have Anderson and Hunter Smith, 2 Little Eagle teammates behind him. I don't know how many people really want to help Pinheiro in this race, considering his points lead and every other record he has. Do they really want to help him on the way to an Indy 500 win? I don't know about that. I know the road guys want to help out, but they are up the road a piece a little bit, 1.9 seconds up to Clindy. And we'll look out the back of Clindy, and there you go. If you see that dot right there, that is Adriano Pinheiro.
Now 1.9, 1.8 behind Clindy.
I think Clindy's actually trying to slow down a little bit, just listening to his car.
yeah, for sure it's going to slow down. But because the group is slowed down, everyone is just saving fuel on front. In between, well, Jordan Owens is the guys burning fuel for sure. But Chris Albrecht, I want to stay on front, so both of them saving fuel at the same time. So, but yeah, a couple laps is gonna be
there he
on
is.
front. So
He's there. He's there. I mean, he's in the draft envelope now,
Yeah.
1.2 up the Clindy. So he's feeling the effects of the draft down the front straight. And you know what? I think I know what you're talking about now with the sounds. I think they changed the sound files in the update today, and it's definitely a different sound. It's not very good.
I don't know. It sounds like when I change it, sounds like a V10. The only V12 Ferrari in '95 sounds like that, and the other one is V10. Sounds exactly like that when I change it. When I change it, for example, Pinheiro to Anderson, and then some points sound like that. I don't know. Now Pinheiro is over there, so now I have to switch to map 5 or 4 or 3 or whatever, and just start to save fuel behind O'Clendy.
Anderson, purple lap that time. A 40.6. And now Adriano has reeled in his teammate. But back up front, Jordan Owens is your leader. But there goes Albrecht to the inside. And we really watched Albrecht kind of come to age in that dark horse race. When you were in the lineup, you were actually racing him, but it was me and Andrew Wood that we were really paying attention and watching this guy. And all race long, very patient. He was in like third spot, and he just kind of rode out the entire race distance until the bitter end, and then he started racing, and then we snuck in and got the win there in his very first dark horse start. So I think Albrecht has learned over the course of 2 seasons in IndyCar here in the Elite Racing League, and then also doing some IndyCar and some other off leagues here. I think he's learned a great deal of racecraft and patience.
Yeah, when you're racing league, it's not the same when you're racing in the fixed series. Different stuff and different thing. But when you're racing in leagues, and this specifically, this league is 100% distance, you're patient, and also your mind is changed for sure. So that is good when you're racing this stuff. But when you go into, for example, the other league, when they have a 80% or 70% distance, it's like okay, I am in rush, but not in rush because you're working with a strategy. But here, for sure, you're working with the patience, with the strategy, with the pace, with what is next, what is my next move, especially here in Indianapolis.
Seb Alexander, a little bit further back in the field, he's working with a Leighton Norgard. They have themselves quite a bit of a gap up to that lead group, but Seb Alexander now in 16th spot, working with Leighton Norgard to try to reel in Matt Wagner, who's a tail end of that car of the lead 14 at the moment. But Seb Alexander floating between 17 and 18 spots approved throughout the course of this race.
Yeah, I remember now. Seb Alexander, 18 spot. My God, and 15. So, for now, if you're going to ask me who's the best to have the chance to win the race, I said Seb Alexander for now, because he understood first so far now how's racing with this condition temperature, and also in track with this setup, a difficult setup actually. It's really tough, it's really difficult, it's not easy to race here in the area. Oh, somebody hit the wall. Andrew Wood. Oh my. He almost touched the wall, Andrew Good, in turn 2 and the exit. I think so. This is the big issue and now for everyone.
44 laps completed. Gavin Hibbs right in front of him. He might have actually followed Gavin Hibbs up into the gray. But right now, Jordan Owens 19 laps into his stint. Remember, he came around lap 25, so Owens now about 5 laps away from possibly coming to pit road again. Albrecht has not left the top 3 all race long. In fact, the only separation from the top 3 that started this race is what happened to Frankenfield. Now, Frankenfield back in the order now. He's right now all by himself on the racetrack. He is 12 seconds ahead of Camargo, 2 seconds behind Heil, his teammate. He might be trying to talk Heil into probably coming back to him a little bit, and then they could work together. But Frankenfield started up front and then had that speeding penalty on pit road and had to do a drive-through. He is now in 32nd position, but still a long ways to go. We're only just over 100 miles into this thing. Caution, Jacob Adams, and that is the end of our streak of green flag laps here at the Brickyard. 246 laps, and it is Jacob Adams in the wall. This is in turn 2, and right in the short chute. Let's see what happens here.
Race control dropped the caution. If it's by racing, it's no caution. Oh yeah, there we go. Colin Heil is the last one. But race control dropped the yellow over there.
Let's go a little bit further back in time, see what happened. This is Jacob Adams in the Juicy Spider entry coming into turn 1 and just gets up in the gray. Looks like that.
No, somebody slowed down in front of him.
Oh, and that's like his, well, I don't know if it's his teammate. We'll have to look at the, that was Josh Adams. So Jacob and Josh Adams, so a little bit of fratricide between the Adams. And they made contact, and I'm not sure why Josh checked up. Let's watch from his point of view. Actually, let's ride with him.
Oh, you know what?
Big lift, big push. Oh.
You know what? I guess Josh Adams thought it's coming up behind Jacob, and when I hear outside, he slowed down, but the car is really going higher and higher and higher. How about this touch with him? So that's unfortunate for Jacob.
So our first caution since 2024B, the 500 there.
Yeah.
And lots of drivers are staying out. Hunter Ingrave staying out. Clindy staying out. Ethan Stanley staying out. Shane Coker staying out. Colin Heil staying out. But Chris Albrecht coming to pit road and leading the rest of the group. And looks like Hibbs and Wood drag racing off pit road. They beat out Foti. Pinheiro in 12th.
Only 5 people, including Colin Heil, in there.
So a lot of track position. A lot of guys going for track position.
You know what? If I chat, I stay out.
Yeah.
For sure. If I chat Chad Frankenfield, I stay out for sure. Why? Because he's now 28. I have a 25 spot down. So if you're going to return that, you have to do different stuff. So he just did 19, so it's not really a big deal.
So that turns the lead over to Hunter Ingrave. Now's a good time if I can, let's see, here is Ryan Schold. And now's a good time that we can, do this promo.
Mm-hmm.
It's the world's greatest sim race, December 14th, 11 a.m. over on the PRI YouTube channel. It's the PRI Hoosier 500. A lot of these drivers will attempt to make the lineup. Over 80 cars have signed up, or 80 drivers have signed up to take a qualification run at that. The last great sim race of the year right here in Indianapolis. The PRI Hoosier 500, that is one of the admins right there. And he's having himself a pretty good day. He is in the 8th spot, started in 4th, and just came to pit road and lost some track position because he would have been a push if he didn't come to pit road. But he decided to come in top off the tank here right about lap 50. Hunter Ingrave is your leader right now. Hunter, he has one win this season at Road America. And so he's looking for his first oval win. And Clindy, he had his first Elite Racing League win this season in the Texas two-step when we had the Texas doubleheader earlier in the season. He won race number 2. And then Ethan Stanley right behind him. He's a bit of a road course veteran, but does pretty well on these ovals and has finished pretty well in the standings the last couple of seasons. So we're going to go green actually next time by. So we're going to lose the pace car this time, and then the field will be under the command of Hunter.
Yeah, so the restart zone is in between the exit and turn 4. So when you can go in here.
So it's Hunter Ingrave, Clindy. Those are teammates right there. Ethan Stanley. And then we got Shane Coker. And I believe Coker might be actually working with the Rogue crew. So that might be a kind of a associative teammate, part of the association, so to speak, a technical teammate for a race. Colin Heil, part of the Little Eagle squad, he's up 19 spots. Coker's up 25. Ethan Stanley up 23. We knew Ethan Stanley would hit some strategy to try to move his way back up into the field. He very much wants a win here in that Blue Egg sponsored livery. And now's a good time, as a matter of fact, before we go green, just to shout out Blue Egg. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg. Fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, their link is in the description. Getting ready to go green this time by Hunter Ingrave. Going to bring us back to full speed.
Careful. Here we go.
And I'm sure the top 2 cars are working together. In fact, I'm almost positive the first 2 cars are working together. And there we see Jordan Owens. Ryan Scholl taking a peek on Owens, but Clindy going to the front around Ingrave. And, here comes Stanley with a big run.
Now, Clendy and Hunter start to swap each other. Try to start to separate on Ethan and Stanley. For sure, Stanley want to win this race. I know Spartan road course driver in ERN, but after Mexico is no more races in road. So actually, it's coming here to race in the Indy 500.
And there might be a chance of rain in Mexico City, so let's not miss that one. Heil and Albrecht side by side into the south end of the race course through turn 2. We watch this battle for the lead. Want to thank Mark J. Rebilas Photography, the proud sponsor of tonight's 15th running of the Elite Racing League's Indianapolis 500. Known for capturing the most electrifying moments in motorsports, from the roar of NHRA dragsters to the intensity of real-world Indy 500, Mark brings dynamic visual edge to racing. His lens doesn't freeze time. It tells a story of speed, grit, and glory. As a longtime supporter of sim racing community, Mark continues to fuel the passion for competition and creativity. Check them out at rebilasphoto.com or click on the link in the description. Oh no, what's going on?
Yes, I see the side-by-side between Clendy and
Albrecht. Albrecht, yeah, he is.
Josh.
Oh, and here comes Coker to the inside. We're going to go 3 wide into 1. Whoa, and I think Jordan Owens dived out of that one. Contact between Albrecht and Coker. Now Owens to the inside of Coker. We're going to go 3 wide through the corner. Careful, fellas. Let's get in line. Let's get organized here. This is allowing Ingrave to pull away. Now Albrecht can pull away. Now we're going to go 3 wide with the Little Eagle guys going 3 wide down the back stretch, 2 wide down the back stretch now.
That's why Chris Albrecht can make the pass. We have a clean tires. Yeah, I know. All of these guys make the passes because they have an option to do it, because they have a new tires, new stuff. Coker tried to defend the position, but he have a 21 laps. Look at that. It's coming Jordan Owens with 7 laps and new tires.
Well, they keep racing like this. They're going to cause a yellow, and it's going to work right into what Clindy, Coker, Hunter, and everybody that stayed out tried to do. They're get the track position and now get basically a free pit stop out of the thing. Albrecht the leader now. Ingrave in second. Here comes Jordan Owens underneath Ingrave.
Clendy, look at that Clendy. Oh. Look at that Clendy. It's going high. Look at that Wood over there with the fastest lap, with fastest tires. Whew.
Here comes Fody.
Cannot hold it.
Fody on his teammate. Don't know if he wants to send it on him. Clindy's gone up to the high line. .56 at 200, 1 caution. Here is Schold and Clindy, and here comes Andrew Wood. The catalyst is going to start something going into turn 3. Oh, look at Pinheiro. He's on a flyer too.
Okay, Chad complaining about the Edison because he braking in the middle of turn 2, make the contact with Michael Hossack, and Chad avoid that, and also Trey Holmes on the back in the field. Also in the back of the field is kind of spicy also too.
Yeah, very spicy back there, and these guys just have to be patient.
When you have a new tires,
you feel like Superman.
Yeah, I know. You feel faster, and then you feel like I can do it. But the other guys attempted to make the lottery or gamble with the stay out and thinking about it. Maybe the yellow flag is coming out. But the problem is that maybe you can cause the yellow flag because this problem about the tire.
Well, let's take a look at the pit strategies. Ingrave, Coker, Clindy, all 24 laps into their stint, so they're exposed to probably come to pit road sometime in the next 10 laps or so. Ethan Stanley, 22 laps. He's much in the same boat. Of course, Ethan Stanley saved a ton of fuel in that first stint. Remember, he was one of the longest runners out there in that very first stint, along with Pinheiro. There's Fody and Pinheiro side by side. They were a little bit of Dante when they decided to be teammates for the Cup Series.
Oh, talking about the Cup Series, I have the stand yesterday. Here we go. Pinheiro yesterday raced the Daytona 100 laps with the Cup Series. He started 5th, but finished 17th. He led 1 lap. Winning by set roll yesterday.
Yeah, that's I mean, he led 1 lap. That's pretty good. I mean, he did better than Helio Castroneves did when Helio Castroneves did it. So
I know many others also too.
It used to be a regular thing in the off season that the IndyCar drivers would typically show up for Daytona. It kind of stopped after a while. Now each set of drivers are kind of specialized for the most part, although we have seen some drivers make the jump over to IndyCar for a one-off Indianapolis appearance.
Yeah, Montoya, also Juan Pablo Montoya.
Yeah.
I don't know if he won the race, But he went for the championship race, 12 or something like that, for the fast 12, for the fast championship 12. Don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, of course, we've seen Lawson make the jump to IndyCar. We've seen Busch make the jump to IndyCar.
The most success for me, I think, is Tony Stewart.
Cale Yarborough. Well, Tony Stewart started in IndyCar.
I think for me, the best success, I think, maybe I mistake. Maybe somebody when I said no, somebody like this is more success because he's jumping from there to here. But I think Tony Stewart from IndyCar,
yes,
jumping to NASCAR,
yes,
winning the NASCAR for 3 or 4 times. I don't know how many.
I think it's a 3-time champion. Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. Pablo Montoya. Yes.
And then, of course, Robbie Gordon did IndyCar and stock cars. Danica Patrick did IndyCars and stock cars. For a long time, A.J. Foyt, stock car and IndyCar. Johnny Rutherford did stock car and IndyCar. Dan Gurney did stock car and IndyCar. Mario Andretti won the Daytona 500 before he won the Indianapolis 500. Of course, he's best known for winning the Indianapolis 500.
So, Montoya from 2007 to full-time to 2013, the best season for Montoya, 2009, but he won only one race in Sonoma in 2007. Yeah, even it's Watkins-Glen also too. He won in Watkins-Glen. Basically, all Boroden road course, so he finished 8th in 2009. That's the year when he went for the chase, winning by. Give it up. Push. I think Mark Martin was second, no? Yeah, Mark Martin.
You'd have to tell me. I don't follow a NASCAR like I used to.
I don't neither. That's just I read it what Montoya have there. But yeah, Pinheiro yesterday, 5th, 17, pretty nice for him.
So I'm beginning to notice now that we are 17 laps into this stint, and I think the tires have equalized. Hunter Ingrave is hanging, Shane Coker is hanging, and Glindy's hanging. About the only car that was in that group that stayed out, that kind of fell back a little bit with Ethan Stanley. And that was kind of surprising right there. But the lead cars of that group are all just kind of hanging out. And right now, if they kind of hold their position, they'll all come to pit road roughly the same time together, and they'll leave pit road together, and they'll be able to work together on the racetrack all by themselves.
Yeah, I think so. It's like I have these 3 laps or 4 times, or maybe 5 laps to make the pass. They couldn't. Now it's time okay, like I just said, chill out, slow down, guys. It's time to think about this long race. That's what Glendy Coker is doing. Also, Ethan Stanley stay behind on the Adriano Pinheiro. But we have two different strategies. So different strategy with 18 laps, and the other guys is coming soon. Glendy, I said, Coker, Hunter and Gray. Also, Collie Hills is over there.
Yeah, Collie Hills. Yeah, he's back to 12th spot. Yeah, we forgot about him. But he stayed out for some track position. And right now he's punching a hole in the air for teammate R.C. Anderson.
So it's a different strategy, and we have to keep in mind because when both of them have a different strategy, one of them have a best chance to finish the race without have that splash and go. That's the worst one. The Robbie Gordon
lap 199.
Yeah. Could be worse about that. It could be another drivers with that nightmare, but I only have in my mind Robbie Gordon.
Oh, and here comes Shane Coker to pit road. This is his scheduled stop. He hits his marks. And he's right on the edge of his box, so he's going to maximize the time in and out. He's down and away. waiting for the fuel, and there he goes. So, of course, everyone familiar with the records here at Indianapolis. Your unofficial lap, 239.2 by Arie Luyendyk. A single official lap, 237.4 by Arie Luyendyk. A 4-lap average, a 236.9 by Arie Luyendyk. All set back in 96. The 4-lap pole record, set in 2024 by Scott McLaughlin with a speed of 234.2. The official race lap, fastest lap ever, set by Eddie Cheever, also in 96, 236.1. We mentioned the race average of 190.6 by Helio Castroneves in 2021. Of course, the Mount Rushmore of all your career wins leaders there at Indianapolis are A.J. Foyt, Al Unser Sr., Rick Mears, and Helio Castroneves, each with 4. Franchitti, Meyer, Rose, Rutherford, Shaw, and Uncle Bobby each have 3. And your leading active drivers now that are currently still appearing in the Indy 500 as Andrew Wood gets really close to the wall. Colin Heil, he is coming to pit road for his scheduled stop. Your active leaders is still Castroneves. He has the 4 wins. Takuma Sato has 2, and Joseph Newgarden has 2. And don't forget your NTT Indy 500, your NTT IndyCar Series Indy 500 champion is Alex Palou, getting his first win last season. Once again, Team Penske figuratively and literally owns the Speedway from 72 to today. The team has amassed 20 Indy 500 wins between 14 different drivers. Penske's and Penske Entertainment Groups are the holders and operators of the Speedway since 2020.
I think you didn't check it out. That pass of the Adriano Pinheiro outside of Ryan Schultz. He in turn 3, he just he kissed the wall, but it wasn't like a big deal for Pinheiro. So now he's closer to his teammate Clendy, and the Seattle's score 1 hit. my.
And the leaders now are going to have lap traffic impacting the dirty air in front of them. Colin Heil at 1.4 seconds. He is impacting them, and then right in front of, and here come Ingrave and Clendy together, teammates, pit road.
Oof.
And this put them right at almost lap 75, so they're looking just past lap 100 or so for their next round of stops. Pinheiro now up the 3rd.
It could be amazing for him now to have a yellow flag. But wait, Wagner, no damage, what? Oh, Wagner slow down. Oh, he hit the wall in turn 4. And he almost by contact with Chad, and everyone has avoided him on turn 4. Now in turn 1. Lucky on Wagner over there.
Watching Wags right now to see if his car is hurting any or down on power. And right now under attack by Trey Holmes. Trey Holmes taking a peek to the inside. And Wags might be down on power. Not on that high line.
Yeah. Well, when you have these tires, yeah, I think so. When you have these tires and make the turns, everyone is the same equal speed. But in the main straight, or the back straight actually, when you see the difference if you have a damage or no. So at least Wagner can stay. But you know what? Behind to him, Holmes is really fast.
Ethan Stanley on pit road, and he's also blinking. Checking in chat, Lewis, check out what Maestro says there at the end. Pinheiro, big winner right now on strategy, right behind the cars who stayed out and conserving gas, unlike the front two. What do you think about that? Do you agree with him?
Well, to be honest, he already started to do that stuff in the when he started the race. That's a good thing when you are at 12, is that to save fuel. That's why he did 36 laps, I think. So he did a last 10. Let me see. 35 in pits plus one in track, so it's 36 basically. So he did a good strategy, but let's see what's happened now. I think I agree with that. Actually, I really 100%.
Caution on the racetrack! Oh, and we got two flippers going into turn one. That is Edson Toole and Victor Aldrich. Big flip.
Oh, Adriano Tools have a contact with Victor Aldrich. Oh no! I think Tools hit the wall. He tried to release the car from the wall.
Yeah, he hit it on the middle of the straightaway. I think he just got too close. We'll watch this again.
God,
we're going to watch this again. And I think you're saying Josh Adams might have had a front row seat on this one, and we might just actually watch from his front row seat. Here he is. And you're going to see up in front of him, there's going to be a green car. Right there. And it's going to get on the wall. And we're going to watch it from Aldrich's point of view, but he's going to get the wall. And he tries to free himself from the wall, and he just into the side and watched. Oh! But we want to watch from who we want to watch here, from Victor Aldrich. Here, watch Victor. I think Victor's a little bit of an innocent victim here. Okay, first of all, there's that's in front of him. That is Edson Toole, and Edson hits the wall coming off it too. That allows Victor to get a big run. And I'm not sure if he was just giving him a bunch of extra room, or he just didn't realize how close to the wall he got, and then he got on the wall. He's like, I got to get myself off the wall, and then he's into the side of Victor. And unfortunately, these are both, if I remember right, these are both rookies in the lineup. And so both their days are done.
So, you remember what I said about Pinheiro? Yellow flag.
You would like a yellow flag about that? Yeah.
It's amazing for him. It's amazing, even for Schultz and all these guys on the back. But bad for Trendy. Trendy stay on the front. He's gonna go to the front now. Actually, that's good for him. So maybe Pinheiro. Actually, you know what? That's a good thing to have a teammate now. Because Pinheiro have to make the pass on Gibbs, Hills, and Cocker, Stanley, and have a 3 front row for the teammate, so he can play together the strategy over there.
So Ethan Stanley, Kevin Hibbs was coming to pit road, so he was on pit road and he could continue his stop, so he's going to pick up some track position. Colin Heil, he came to pit road not too far before that. He's only 8 laps into his run. Clindy's 6, Hunter Ingrave is 6, Stanley is 3, Shane Coker is 10. So those guys that stayed out and count all that track position, with the exception of Hibbs, who just hit pit road at the right time, everyone that stayed out for that track position under that last caution, here they are again.
Yeah, I'm back on business, basically.
Okay, we're under caution. I think this is a good time to do a little side-by-side with iRacing, and we'll get back right in time for the start and continuation of this race. You are watching the Rebilas Photography 15th running of the Indianapolis 500. We're on lap 78 of 200, now 79 of 200, under caution. Don't go anywhere.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We're back. How many? 58 days to the PRI Hoosier 500?
Like I just said, 58 days.
58 days. My goodness. There it is. So let's check out the rookie status here for some of these rookie drivers in this lineup. Because I think we just lost 2. Yeah, Edson was a rookie, and Victor was a rookie. And I think we lost, was it Jacob Adams we lost, and not Joshua Adams?
No, Jacob's still...
Okay, Jacob is the rookie there, but we lost Joshua,
Yeah.
who has had a little bit of a veteran cushion. But we're going to restart here, lap 81, so we're now 200 miles into this thing. 20 laps, we reached the halfway point.
14.
Yeah, it's going to be Clindy restarting. Clindy up 9 spots. Hunter Ingrave up 7 spots, second. Ethan Stanley in third, up 23 spots. Shane Coker in fourth, up 25 spots. Colin Heil in fifth, up 19 spots. But we go back to 14th position, and there is Seb Alexander looking to try to capitalize all over the backside of R.C. Anderson. He's trying to capitalize, and here we go. Green flag in the air at lap 81. And just like we restarted the last time, these guys with track position stayed out, and as Hunter Ingrave and Clindy are going to start swapping the lead, and right behind him, Ethan Stanley. It's just going to be an interesting party watching this. Here comes Gavin Hibbs to the bottom of Heil. There was 2 teammates. But don't look any further. There's your pole sitter, and right behind him, that's effectively for the race lead. With these guys on a different pit strategy right in front of them. Although Hibbs is really in the same neighborhood because he just happened to come to pit road right when the caution came out.
Pinheiro hear you. Look at that. Chris Albrecht.
Oh, we're going to go 3 wide behind. Here's 40 in the middle, Wood in the 40 in the inside, Wood in the middle. Oh. Now Pinheiro again in the draft behind Albrecht right there on the attenuator, and he's just staying there. He's not passing him. He's allowing Chris to do all the work for him. Here comes Owens to the inside. Whoa! No! Owens goes to the inside.
My.
And Owens has got forced to pit road. Another one of the front row sitters is going to have to do a drive-through effectively.
No race deal for me. Race deal. They cannot give you any penalty for nobody. I think you have to clean the black flag for Jordan Owens because
he doesn't have a black flag. He doesn't have a black flag. He got to pit road and got down to the speed limit, but had to go through the pit road at pit road speed. So basically, it was a black flag drive-through.
My. Race deal for me. He no complaining. Good job on Owens to keep the car on the track, but really ambitious pass on Owens over there.
Well, I mean, when you see Pinheiro in front of you and you got a shot at him, are you going to take it?
No, it's a long time. It's a long race.
Right.
Just save a fuel. It's not even necessary if it's a fight to go for sure. I want to.
I think we're 2 by 2. We're behind the top 3. Now, top 4, excuse me. Man, they are all one on top of one another. Fody and Wood side by side. Now R.C. Anderson, as Wood is now no one to draft with him. Oh, jeez.
Right.
Here comes Scholl to the inside. We're going to go 3 wide into the corner. High on the middle. Nope. Scholl tucks back in behind.
Why look like a 10 to go this race, though?
Why does this race look like it's 10 to go?
Yeah. It is so weird. People racing hard and make the pass and 3 wide.
Here comes Seb Alexander to the inside.
Wow.
AJ Hobson is in that group.
Wow.
Yeah. And now we go back to Pinheiro.
Oh, look at on the back, Andrew Wood.
Just so many places to turn your head right now. Your head's on a swivel. Here's Hunter going to the bottom there. Hunter Smith in 15th spot. Trying to move forward. Man, everybody is under a blanket right now. Now Seb back underneath Fody. Fody lost the position to Scholl. Scholl now up ahead. Now Fody with the draft aid of the car in front of him. Seb tucks back in. Here comes A.J. Hobson to the inside. But I don't think he's going to have the run on the bottom there. The high line still seems to have the most momentum. And since the update, I really think, and here comes Gavin Hibbs on Stanley. This is for the lead. I think since the update, the audio is off. So I think that maybe they need to fix that.
They must fix it because this audio inside in car is not like iRacing sound. O sea, IndyCar sound.
Yeah, here it is.
Sounds like to be honest, it's no joking. It's not like I want to compare.
No, here it
something
is.
Like that, but
we're riding with Clindy right now. Everyone, listen. And then when he goes to 6th gear, it's an entirely different track.
Sound like a V10, V12 Ferrari 95, 94 or something like that. 94 actually. V12. It's the only one that sound like a super high with the other ones on the track.
Remember, Clindy won about a month ago in the Velocity Online Racing IndyCar Series, their Indy 500. Remember also back in May, he's one of 2 drivers to complete 800 laps in the 4 races that you could run, 4 races possible that you could run in the fixed Indy 500. He won 2 of those races and finished on the podium in the other 2 races. To the inside of Hunter, and he gets a spot. There are your weather conditions.
You're the same.
Let's go through the field here real quick. Hibbs is your leader. Stanley is 2nd. Clindy is 3rd. Hunter Ingreve is 4th. Chris Albrecht is 5th. Shane Coker is 6th. Now, 1st through 6th, other than 5th, are an entirely different pit strategy. Chris Albrecht's the only one to kind of interrupt that group, and he's been up at the front all day today. He started from the pole, currently is 5th. Adriano Pinheiro up from the 12th starting spot, from up 5 to 7th, and he's effectively the second car on the same strategy as your pole sitter. But I'm going to start lumping Gavin Hibbs into this thing, because Gavin Hibbs, he effectively pitted right as the caution came out, so he is effectively on the same strategy within a lap or two of the remaining cars behind him.
Yeah. It's almost a strategy, the same strategy of on the Adriano Pinheiro. The only thing is he burned a little more fuel up front. It's like a 2 or 3 laps ahead on Pinheiro in the strategy. But kind of everyone is heavy fuel in front. Everyone. Pinheiro is just stay behind on chain. He have a car to make the pass, but he don't want it. He want to stay over there. And you remember last season, we already knew who's gonna win with 100 to go.
Yeah.
Now we don't know. I don't know, man. I can make the calculation. I don't know, because could be everything happen. Could be everything open to a yellow flag, and everything starts for 0.
R.C. Anderson to the inside of Andrew Wood. Yeah, we had a really good shot, an idea who was going to win last race when Akabuwizi won in the caution-free race. We really knew with about 120 to go really who was set up to do well and who was set up to fail. And the whole time you're just like, Pinheiro was out front, and you're like, he's just not going to do it. It's the math doesn't add up. Today, it's a little bit different.
It is completely different because it's open for everyone, because we don't know yet. So it's like it's better to hear. It's better to that. Make me more nervous when you have a. You know what? We wanna know until 30, maybe 60 to go, when the really we wanna have a. But if you have a caution to 20 to go, it's gonna be open for everyone.
The Elite Racing League's pole award goes to this driver right here, Chris Albrecht, for winning the pole for the 15th running of the Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500. The 4D sponsors the pole award. Check out their line of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in today's description. Also want to thank Worldwide Technology Raceway, one of the premier partners of the Elite Racing League. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsports facility located in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, Missouri, close to the Gateway Arch. It features a 1.25-mile oval that hosts the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and more importantly, the NTT IndyCar Series, a 2-mile infield road course used by the Speed Tour, Trans Am, SCCA, and Porsche Club of America, and a quarter-mile NHRA-sanctioned drag strip that hosts the annual NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series Midwest Nationals event, which just happened a couple weeks ago, and the Kartplex, a state-of-the-art karting facility. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway, to buy tickets for one of their premier events, go to www.raceway.com. Link is in the description. And remember, buy tickets for that IndyCar race, because we don't care about those other NASCAR races. We care about that IndyCar race. except when Joseph Newgarden's on his lid.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I gotta say thank you to all the viewers are still over there since we started the broadcast, and also all the likes they added in YouTube. So thank you so much. We are 104 to go.
Almost at the halfway point. Gavin Hibbs was looking at a 500-mile win a couple of races ago, and he just simply was just too fast. It burned too much fuel. And then realized at the end of the race that he kind of gave it away, and now throttling back a little bit, trying to conserve some fuel, and just happens to hit his pit stop right when the caution comes out. And he might be looking at his second race win here in the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series today, but we still have half a race to go. Ethan Stanley, he would like to see a win this season.
Or even Tate Booker.
Oh, you would love to have a win.
No, I want finally Adriano Pinheiro finish this agony sacrifice and disappointment every year, every season. Actually, it's not every year. If every year it's getting worse, actually, because it's like a waiting for one more year for do all this stuff again. But at least it's every season. But every season is the same. So it's like okay, it's time to
Norwood.
let's do it.
Leighton Norgard, excuse me, is coming to pit road.
Yes. Wait, why Camargo have a Milbo flag? Camargo, turn 2, turn 1, hit the wall very hard. Yeah, Milbo flag, no more car to race properly.
Started this season at Miami Homestead. Pinheiro got the win there. Then he won the race at Iowa. Logan Edwards won a thrilling race at Portland for our first ever race at Portland. Pinheiro won at Pocono in our first 500-mile race of the season from 33rd starting position. We had 39 cars that started that race. Tyler Fode won race 1 at Texas. Glendy won race 2 at Texas. Then Hunter Ingrave won at a very thrilling Road America race. And then Pinheiro won the last 2 races at Nashville Super Speedway, and then a brilliant strategy for Pinheiro at Mid-Ohio in the last round. And here we are here at Indianapolis, round 10. 3 more rounds after this, Mexico. Then another 500-mile race. It's the 8th running of the P1 Broadcasting US 500 at Michigan. And then we will wrap up with the 12th running of the F5 Challenge 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway Gateway in November, right before Thanksgiving, to wrap up this championship. But depending on how Pinheiro does today and how Fode does today, this championship might be all but over, with the exception of maybe Pinheiro just needing to take the start at Mexico in 2 weeks. Oh, we are just all over the place in the back of this field. Andrew Wood way out high, Anderson, Fode, and here comes, and I might be why, is Shane Coker coming to pit road.
Yes. Coming to the pit, leave it alone, Pinheiro over there, and also R.C. Anderson.
Get on his there. There I go. So I would imagine Stanley and Clendy and Hunter Ingrave are coming to pit road any time.
No, they have a 30 laps both together. So they need to maybe 2 more laps or 3 more laps to maybe like make the good count. The magic number is make the pit stop 30 laps to go 28. I hope 28 laps to go, or 27. Oh my! Chris Albrecht and hit the wall. He's in the wall in turn 1. Save the car over there.
Let's watch it again.
Side by side con Pinheiro. With Pinheiro, my! They're gonna have contact.
Hold on, we're watching him hitting the wall, and oh gosh, that was a bit of a rub there. We'll get back to live. We'll go back and watch that again. As my! Oh yeah, they do. In the north end of the racetrack, they make contact.
If Pinheiro don't win the race today, they have to win the race with these 2 big incidents to have DNF today. Have to. Lucky.
Well, sometimes, some drivers rather be lucky than good, and he could use a little luck here. We know he's good. Let's watch his car. We'll ride with him and see. It looks like it's tracking straight, and he is only 8. Oh, big lift.
Yeah. Must to put the adjustment back because he have a clean air up front. So basically, it's a second behind of Hunter and Grave. I know it's not big, but Have to put the adjustment better to stay along.
And that little lift cost him about 0.2 of a second. He was about 0.8 to Ingrave. And there's a car coming off of pit road. That is Josh Adams for his stop. So Gavin Hibbs, Stanley still swapping it up at the front.
And then,
And Clindy and Ingrave, they have just been helping one another. They have not left each other's tire tracks basically this entire race. Either Clindy's been the rear gunner for Ingrave, Ingrave's been the rear gunner for Clindy. They have definitely worked with one another. And now Pinheiro could rejoin them. And they're 3 road racing cars and 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the racetrack.
Yeah, actually, they should be coming in next time by because they have a 34 in 35? They come in 35, I don't know. Maybe it's 35 laps in track. So they should be coming soon in the next time by.
Colin Heil coming off of pit road. And he's going to have all the leaders right behind him. He's going to want to stay predictable because I think he's going to have a driver in the neighborhood that wants to come to pit road and it might not want to slow car. Stanley gets around him. And I think Clindy is coming to pit road. No! Oh, and they all, Clindy and Ingrave almost wash out to the wall. R.C. Anderson, pit road.
Yes, sir.
The real-world Indy 500 driver started 28th in the 2023 Indy 500, finished 32nd. But that's one 32nd place finish better than I have.
Coming Clindy, Stanley, Hunter and Grace coming to pits.
And this is going to be interesting. And here comes Gavin Hibbs too. He's going to go with the schedule of these guys up front. I don't know if he was making the call and made the decision. Here comes Schold. He is hot-footing it in there. He gets right to the line. Also coming to the line pretty hot is A.J. Hobson. Ingrave and Clindy have to go all the way down to the end, whereas Stanley doesn't have to. He's one of the first spots. He had not a great starting spot. And Stanley jumps Clindy, but not by much. Actually, he came in before Clindy, but Clindy, I think, might have closed the gap. Pinheiro is your leader.
Yeah, because who's coming to the pit? Yeah.
A.J. Hobson coming out in front of Heil. Heil right now towing Pinheiro around. Albrecht, he is 1.6 seconds behind. In fact, he is out of the draft envelope. Pinheiro by himself now with help.
He must to maybe make the.
Well, you got to be asking. You got to be asking the Little Eagle driver at this time. All right, either let him go or don't help him because they don't want to help him, right? But now he goes on by and he hands off to A.J. Hobson for help, so he still has help.
He still need to help Black for Kita speeding, maybe. Yes, sir, speeding on pit road.
Kidda. He'll have a hole. Albrecht coming to pit road this time as R.C. Anderson with new tires gets on around him. Fody right behind Albrecht. And here comes the F5 car to pit road for his scheduled stop. Also coming with him is Chad Frankenfield, who has recovered to 7th spot. Also coming to pit road also is James Watson. He's in 14th. From the last row. He slides on in. Oh, he misses his marks big time, but he backs up. Here's Pinheiro to the inside of A.J. Hobson. And move Pinheiro just track position ahead of these guys. This is lap traffic. Pinheiro has himself a 2.4 second lead. He is 34 laps into this stint. Does he come to pit road this time?
Michael Hosak, black for speeding also too. Speeding?
He must have come off of pit road speeding, so he'll have to answer that in 5 laps. He'll have to answer that in 5 laps.
2 tires on the white line.
Oh, a improper exit. Jonathan Cutlip right now in second spot right now, 35 laps into his stint. Trey Holmes up to third, 35 laps into his stint. Matt Wags up to fourth, 35 laps into his stint. Wood, 34 laps into his stint. He's on pit road now, coming off of pit road. Also coming off of pit road there is Seb Alexander. But Pinheiro coming to pit road, scheduled stop. This will get him in the neighborhood of, if he does this again, we're coming to 114. So he's doing 35. This will get him to 149. 2 more stops for him. 2 more. Wags coming to pit road. Pinheiro still has not been passed. He's still your leader. Ethan Stanley around Hibbs. They're going to catch him, but he is going to be at full song on the backstretch. And he's going to be right with his teammates.
At 9. He have a good momentum. He have a good pace. He did a good job in that. So for Pinheiro, he need to come in to the pits after 30 laps. So he can make it 30. You say 2 stops, so 30. And the next, and the final stop is gonna be with 27 to go. So basically, he have a good.
It's amazing. We could already, if we go green flag all the way through, Frankenfield goes purple that time. But if we go green flag all the way to the end, we can now start to do the calculations of who the favorite is now. All of a sudden, and again, we're just past the halfway point. That's one of the things that Indy doesn't gives a lot of surprises. But if you drive Indy right and you do the math right, it just falls into place for you.
Yeah, the only problem is about the caution. The big problem. That's it. No even a deal in there. So no, if it's a caution, it's everything on the garbage. Especially when you exit the pit, you have a 2 seconds, 3 seconds ahead, and you're good to finish the race. And then caution, 15 to go, and then new race, and then you have to think about it. Oh, I stay out or I stay in. And then the problem is you stay out, and everyone on back to you stay in, coming in. This is the worst feeling you have in your body when you see that. So, but for now it's okay. Everything is okay. Even for Clendy is still in the same strategy, almost in the same. Is five laps ahead on Pinheiro. But even Hibbs and Stanley, they 5 laps ahead.
And we're projecting final stop for Stanley at 177. That should also be in the neighborhood for Hibbs as well. If they continue what they've been doing for 34 laps a stint, or 33 laps a stint is what they've done the last stint. If they continue that forecast, we forecast lap 177 for their final stop. I'm wondering at what time Clindy's going to start getting racy because he knows now that these guys in front of him now are roughly on the same track strategy or same pit strategy that he needs to move ahead of them.
I think so. I think it's the best to start to racing is 20 to go. 20 to go is the best one.
And Chad Frankenfield around Schuld, actually around Fody, as Frankenfield is back in the battle after very early black flag caused him to have to do a drive-through penalty. Speeding coming to pit road, and he is recovered now up to 9th. He's racing Fody. No love lost between those two. Ryan Schold in 7th, Hunter Ingrave in 8th, Chris Albrecht, our pole sitter, in 5th. And then we have Pinheiro, Clindy, Hibbs, and Stanley. The biggest break for Hibbs, and the reason why he's in this discussion, is he came to pit road exactly when that caution fell. Exactly when that caution fell.
About the Chad Frankenfield is just pure strategy. Don't lose your patience. A lot of experience in Chad about the. I don't have to lose my control. I know I did this, and I backed on the field. He was at 32, 33, basically. 30th, and then now we are 81 to go. He is basically in contender with 9th position. I know I have 8 cars on the head, but he's still in contender for something, even for the top 5. I don't want to say they cannot win the race, but he have a better people with better strategy in front of him.
Andrew Wood around Hossack, who had to answer the black flag to come to pit road for speeding off pit road. Seb Alexander now up 22 spots to 11th position, so he has made his way through 2/3 of this field. And I will remind you that not a single driver in the 100-plus Indy 500s that have ever won from 33rd starting position. I can tell you the 2 drivers that have come remarkably close. The one driver that came the closest, you all should know that one. But the 2 drivers that have come close, Tom Steva finished 2nd from 33rd. And, of course, Scott Goodyear in that duel with Allenser Jr. in 92. One of the closest finishes in the history of the Indy 500 right there. And he just finished shy of coming from 33rd to 1st. He did redeem himself later in the season. He did win the Michigan 500. He's a 2-time Michigan 500 winner.
It's not the same.
No, it's just not the same. Those Michigan 500 races are big attrition fests. I say if I win one of those races, I definitely earned it, just outlasting everyone else.
It's like a consolation. I don't want to say this, but it's look like I won that. Yeah, it's okay.
So
nice.
So we talked about winning the 500 versus winning a championship. It's often said that you don't complete your real IndyCar career unless you win the Indy 500. You can win all the championships you want, but you don't complete your career if you don't win the Indy 500. So Palou, he won the Indy 500. Newgarden won the Indy 500. So, but on the other foot, is Helio Castroneves' career complete? He won 4 Indy 500s, but never won an IndyCar championship?
I think for Castroneves, maybe somebody said this. I prefer to win the Indy 500 than the championship. To be honest.
I would do the same. I would say that, and I don't think, and we're watching a battle here side by side, Wood and Seb Alexander, as Seb decides to tuck back in behind Andrew Wood. This is a battle for 10th, and allowing the driver that started in 33rd position to break into the top 10 if he can get around Wood. But I believe Helio Castroneves said that he would not trade in a single one of his Indy 500 wins, not a single one of them, for an IndyCar championship. He said, nope, keep it. I don't want it.
Somebody said that. To be honest, I hear that. But I prefer to trade all my champions for one Indy 500. But this is a big question. It's a huge question about the Palou, 4 times IndyCar champion, or 3 times. So I think 4 times. Sorry, 4 times. One IndyCar champion. Sorry, one Indy 500. My God, Seb Alexander. Andrew Wood there.
We're watching it.
And what else for Palou?
So let's say this. Seb Bourdais. Seb Bourdais has 4 IndyCar championships, not a single Indy 500 win. Is his career not complete? Now, considering the era he won those kart championships.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And he won it during the Champ Car World Series era. they were a bit of a lighter field and a different set of rules and everything from the modern kart era. But is his career any less important than, say, Alex Palou?
Yeah, it's like what else after this? Oh, winning the Daytona 500. Oh, sorry, the 24 hours Daytona
Le Mans.
or Le Mans 24 hours. But he basically, I don't want to say it's banned from Formula One, but they have a best chance to go into Formula One with McLaren. And now with all this lawsuit, with 20 million and maybe more than millions dollars Europe, or maybe millions of dollars, a lot, have to pay and back. And also he put in the, I read that, he put in the case, McLaren allow this Japanese guy to make a free practice in Formula One, free practice one, and I don't know in which race, in which circuit, and he had to pay $2 million, 2 million pounds or something like that. And so this Japanese said, no, it's because Toyota helped me. So I don't know why he put in the case that. I don't know, but it's like just for race one free practice for 2 hours, you have to pay that amount of money. That's a lot.
Oh, Wood pushing high and into the wall. Wood into the wall. A big hit as he got dirty air, and that allowed Seb Alexander on by, and Wood's trying to recover right now. Here comes Hunter Smith with a big run.
He was under pressure, Andrew Wood.
Oh, Hunter decides not to send it.
If I contact him, net. Do you see the net code over there?
He needs to get to pit road or get into position where he can try to get back in line. But now A.J. Hobson in front. Seb Alexander has now cracked the top 10, and he's right on the gearbox of two Little Eagle drivers that are trying to work together. But they got to see that there's a Rogue Alliance driver coming. Here goes going to run on the high side, and he's going to have the draft from shoulder pulling forward. Andrew Wood coming to pit road.
That's good. Good thinking on Wood, but to stay out. And they're coming into the pit actually, not stay out, coming to the pit, and the critical condition of the car. You know what is critical in Seattle? Blue Jays 401 up.
Wood is going up on the jacks. They're going to put a new set of tires and fill it full of fuel. We'll see what happens when they drop them. How long of a hold is it? How much damage is there for the line? And and they repair the front wing, so there's a little front wing damage, and he's down and away. He's still in this thing, but here come the leaders.
For sure, it's going to be a slow on the track because he hit the wall very hard. Side by side, no, over here. Everyone on the front. Look at that. He's have two groups on here. Between the one group is until 15. Then the Kane is 16 by itself, and then we have a Jonathan Gottlieb and Justin Barrymore side by side trying to catch the group in 17. So, well, Shane come to the pit. Have a. He's coming to the pit now, actually, with 20 laps.
Yeah, he's right at 30 laps, so he might be doing kind of what you said about doing that, 30 and get to the end. So he's going to go 30 and then it's going to get up to 160. He won't be able to get to the end. So I don't know why he's coming to pit road. Maybe he's got a little damage that we don't know about. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty short. It's super short. He must do 69.
Yeah, so that's going to make him
134, 35.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit sometime in the final 10 laps or something like that.
I think if he can do 34 and 35, he can finish the race, but super conservative and slow in track. So no big deal for him. Be careful with touch the white line. You know what? When I did the Freedom 100, I exit to the pit, and I put my wheel in the white line. I was in penalty. So it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, you found the limit.
But here is, yeah, but I hear it's super, extremely. Rules is super hard here. You even so it's a ban about the burn fuel or burn the fuel in qualifying. Burn the fuel in qualifying. Burn the fuel in yellow. Yeah, I know. It's,
Sam Alexander and Ryan Scholl. And I think there's a little bit of a lift there, and I think that's going to give an opening here to Frankenfield. And Frankenfield's going to take a shot to the inside, but I don't think he's going to get there because it doesn't have draft help. Scholl could have come down and help him. Whoa, big lift for Seb.
Ugh.
Hey, I want to thank the Warriors for Peace. That's the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series proud title sponsor. The Warriors for Peace is an Indianapolis-based nonprofit organization working to end violence and inspire peaceful change, founded in memory of Jack Shockley. They support youth through scholarships, mentoring, and community programs. To learn more or to support their mission, visit their webpage at warriors4peace.org. And you'll want to follow one of their socials today. All the links you need are in the description. I want to thank Warriors for Peace for their continued support of this signature series. Hey, in December, P1, actually not P1, but Elite Racing League or Elite Racing Network and P1 becomes the primetime home for today at the 500, sponsored by Oil and Gas Safety Supply, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. As Seb takes a shot inside of the Hoosier 500 car. The last kiss of the bricks for 2025 is going to start right here. The countdown is on, so pucker up and don't miss a second of the action. Like, share, and subscribe to stay locked in, and we will see you into December when a lot of these drivers will be in that lineup for the PRI Hoosier 500, the last great race of 2025. Here comes Seb to the inside of Ryan Scholl into turn 3. And once again, if you're just joining us, this is ERN's coverage of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, the 15th running of the Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500, coming to you from the racing capital of the world, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're now completed 136 of 200 laps. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. Go right ahead.
Oh, 58 days for...
58 days, yes.
What I said many times. You want to still repeat them many times.
Let's go through the field. Gavin Hibbs and Ethan Stanley have been swapping the league back and forth pretty much for the last 2 stints. They are at 28 laps into this stint. We expect them to come to pit road anytime. Clindy's just been hanging with them in 3rd spot. He will go longer just because I think he's just been saving more fuel back there, although he's getting a big run, but I think, no, he's gonna lift a little bit and take the clean air from Stanley. Or Stanley goes high, takes the clean air, but Clindy goes low to get the clean air. Then we got Pinheiro in 4th, Tyler Fody in 5th, Chris Albrecht, our pole sitter, in 6th, Hunter Ingrave in 7th, Seb Alexander from 33rd starting spot up 25 spots now to 8th. He just passed Ryan Scholl. Ryan Scholl now back in a battle with his little eagle teammate, Chad Frankenfield. Chad Frankenfield started on the front row and teammates get a little argy-bargy there.
Careful, downdraft.
Gavin Hibbs coming to pit road. Colin Heil coming to pit road. So a lot of Little Eagle cars coming to pit road. Jordan Owens on pit road. That is your top 10 we just ran through. Now A.J. Hobson with some of those cars going to see it. Here comes Clindy to the inside. He says it's time to go, go, go. Clindy going to the front. I want to thank everybody for watching. Here comes Stanley coming to pit road. 56 people watching right now. Tell your friends. Make sure to share this out. Help the algorithm. As we see also coming to pit road, that's Ryan Scholl. But tell your friends. Let's get that concurrent viewer count up.
We are, let me tell you, we have 50 when we started the race. And we still the same. Pretty good. So,
Pinheiro to the inside and then turn 3 going for the lead now with his teammates.
Yeah, the best is start to make the time, because Clindy have only 4 laps or 3 laps to go for coming to the pit. So it's better to start to pull away a little bit from Stanley, from Gabby Hibbs also too. So they must to do that. When you come into the pit, coming out, you can maybe have a big difference between each other.
And there's goes right out to the wall, the north end of the racetrack. He's really trying to unwind that wheel. Foti in third now, Albrecht in fourth, Hunter Ingrave fifth, Seb Alexander now sixth, up 27 spots. I tell you what, I don't know if Seb can get up to the win, but he's going to knock on the door for a top 5, and we are still 60 laps away from the end of this race, and he's right now forecasting for a top 5 at least if he can keep this pace up.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a top 5. It's kind of big deal in front, but you know what?
Not Clinty, pit road.
He is super.
Frankenfield coming to pit road. Don't speed this time, Chad.
I think he don't. I don't want to say don't care, but he want to race, and when you want to race, he go over the limit.
Look at these cars looking for that draft off of Hasek going down the backstretch.
And that's why he's in 5th. Normally, the people starting from the bottom is taking time to come into the front, and now he should be staying 15 because it's trying on the pit, but in between he make the pass.
Hunter Ingrave coming to pit road. Seb Alexander coming to pit road.
He's on 5th now, actually, Seb Alexander.
Seb has one of the first spots. He hits it immediately. That might actually help him. He is right on the line, too, so he's maximizing that time in the box.
Look at that on the back. Chris Albrecht is coming to the pit, but on the back I have Enerson, Blowman side by side with Colin.
Yeah, Blauman, Heil, Anderson. And there is your pole sitter coming to pit road. You just saw in the background there. That's Chris Albrecht. He has been up front all day. Okay, so let's talk about his first 500 versus his second 500. Remember, his first 500 maybe was a little outclassed up front by a lot of big names and faster drivers. How well, as we're reaching the 150 lap mark here, how well do you think he has done so far in this race?
It is super difficult when you make the pole. You have all the emotions and all the attention about, because it's your first 500 miles, Indy 500 pole. But he's doing very well. Actually, he have an unfortunate decision to stay. He's coming to actually exit the pit now. But he's doing pretty well. Actually, he's learning from the pole. And learning about, I think I can make it bold, but I think I need to save save more fuel to the end. Now it's a 9th position behind the Clendy. Clendy's far on the front with 2 seconds with Stanley and Gibbs. Once again, all these guys virtually on the front. But this, for me, he's doing pretty well. It's really a big surprise for me. Sainz, when he won in the Dark Horse, when he was behind to me, I thought it's gonna be like whatever, let me pass him, whatever, and then he won the race. Same with the pole. I didn't expect it to win the race. Win the pole, because it was super slow in one of the in one of the laps, and he just slapped and said, "Nope, I get the pole."
Tyler Foti trying to get his lap back the hard way. Actually, he's on the lead lap. He's in this battle now. He's at 8th spot, and he's going to get in behind Clendy. Pinheiro, your leader, almost by a full lap, 6 seconds over Hunter Smith. but a full lap over that battle right in front of him. He is now 34 laps into this stint. Hunter Smith, 34 laps. Matt Wagner, 33 laps. We expect them to come to pit road any time here for their next to last stop.
I think Pinheiro can make it 25 and 25. You know what? When you make a short stop, you're more fast. You can make it less fuel, less stop, and less time in the pit road. So actually, in box. And you can gain 1 or half a second every time you come into the pit.
Here he comes. Coming to pit road. Don't speed.
Yes.
Whoa! He really cut it close there. Logan Edwards in chat, not in the lineup, but in chat. I'm rooting for Seb. Had a blast racing with him at the ring on Monday. I think everybody is kind of rooting for Seb out there, to be honest with you. I mean, how can you not want to root from the guy that starts 33rd?
Yeah, I think it's a good point, actually.
Foti around Clindy. Pinheiro on pit road, so he is now moving, and the leaders are coming off of turn 4. He's going to have himself a pretty good head of steam here when they get to him. You know what? He might actually come out in front of him.
You don't see this, but
and Foti goes to the lead of that pack.
I have to tell you this, but I tell you the key. He is 52 to go. He can make it 25 and then go home like this, or maybe he can make a short stop, and that short stop, it can gain you 2 seconds on front, or maybe more. Actually, it's 2 seconds ahead on Gabby Hibbs. So
he's broken the draft envelope. And these guys are busy racing one another. Clindy has a checkup. He almost gets into the side of Stanley, and that almost caused Frankenfield to get into the side of Clindy. These guys are all running together now as we got Hibbs, Foti, Hibbs, Stanley, Clindy, Frankenfield, Albrecht, A.J. Hobson. He's up 12 spots into this battle. Seb Alexander in the 9th spot. Ryan Scholl tacked onto the back end of this thing. Here comes Hunter Ingrave. Brian Blauman is at the tail end of this thing. R.C. Anderson might be able to pull himself into this. Hunter Smith isn't out of this thing. And Colin Heil is. The top 15 is all right together with the exception of Pinheiro, and he's got 2-second lead over that group.
Maybe it's going to be more, my friend. It's going to be more. After the pit stop, is gonna be the last one for him. I'm pretty sure he can gain at least a second after coming to the last pit stop in 25 to go. So he have a big chance. Maybe they're gonna catch him in more 10, maybe in 10 more laps or something like that.
Well, 10 more laps. But, that puts Gavin Hibbs at 22. And he'll want to start thinking about maybe coming to pit road at that point because, no, not really. We're at 152. He wants to get another 20. So the safe zone to get home for everybody, for sure. The safe zone for everybody to get home is 20 laps from now, actually 18 laps from now. Lap 170. That's the magic number. That's the Nick DeGroot strategy, right? If you ever raced Nick DeGroot in one of these races, lap 170 or lap 70, if it's a half a distance race, that guy is pitting like it's clockwork. But he always knows when that car is going to get to the end. So lap 170 here in 17 laps is the magic number for all these race cars.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good number over there. 1.8 now, Foti and Pinheiro. Virtually, they are 1.8, actually, yes. 1.8 over Pinheiro, behind of Pinheiro, so 1.7 now.
Yeah,
in
1.7.
Right, so they're really close. Pinheiro is not need to worry about the fuel mileage because he's doing pretty well. He don't need to. Just saying he must to make the mark and don't speed in. That's the big thing.
The next race for us here on the channel for IndyCar. Can you believe after 5 straight weeks we've been doing this? 6 straight weeks we've been doing this? We get a break. Next week we get a break. We get a week. And then we go to Mexico City where my understanding is there's a pretty good chance for rain again for our road race. That's
yeah,
in 2
last
weeks.
time in Mid-Ohio, Mid-Ohio was pre-race, so it was a pre-raining, pretty, a lot of water at the track with a lot of people have a damage in one of the turns. So it was a really entertainment for sure, especially for the leaders. For us, I don't know for them, but for us it was a pretty entertainment for us. That's a pretty nice.
We'll show you the
It's
remaining
the first time
schedule.
we come into Mexico.
Yes, for our inaugural Mexico Indy Grand Prix. And here is the schedule. And that is in 2 weeks. We go to Mexico City, where possibly, depending on how Pinheiro finishes today, Pinheiro might, all he need to do is start the Mexico City race. Maybe just get a good finish. I don't know yet. But just start the Mexico City race, and that might clinch his championship. And then the big final 500-miler of the season at Michigan, and then the finale at Gateway right before Thanksgiving.
For the lead.
So Foti has caught Pinheiro, and I don't think that's really worried Pinheiro too much.
No, but I don't. No. We just stay over there. Maybe we can swap like that. We can work it together.
Maestro in chat
But
says
you know what?
Pinheiro has this unless. No, here, we will knock on wood for Pinheiro. We do not want to give them the commentary jink. I do really think that everyone genuinely, with the exception of Foti right now, rooting for the guy on the racetrack. I think they all want to see him get this win, but I think there's a lot of people right now that are on the racetrack racing him, don't want him to get the win. But if he got the win after the race, I think they look in the rearview mirror and they go, you know, if there's one deserving driver other than possibly myself, I think I would want Adriano to have it.
Oh, finally, have to be like, man. It's like too many disappointment races, especially with that race when he had the race and then Chad make the pass in the last corner, basically in there when won the race by nothing. So it was 2-3 Indies ago. Or 4 Indies ago.
Yeah, well, that was last year. That was
month
the
ago.
year ago. That's when Chad won his first, or got his first maiden Indy 500 win after 12 starts, just like my man Tony Kanaan.
So time. You know what? Nobody knows, but every time Pinheiro do this with 40, it's gaining time on front, and they don't know Pinheiro have to come into the pit, make a short stop, and go out. 40 have to make the fuel stop, like a long stop. Who's gonna lose time? So basically, you're gonna see we have how many cars do we have in the same group? Maybe 6 or 7 over here, and then on the end we're gonna find it like 3 cars. Why? Because they must make a short stop and all that
Hibbs
stuff. So
almost into the wall in the south short chute. All right, 10 more laps to go when they get to the line, and then we get to that final window. And what we're looking at for stints, Pinheiro 20 laps into his stint, or excuse me, 10 laps into his stint. Foti 13. Gavin Hibbs is 20. So Hibbs is probably going to pit right at 170 and be done, I'm guessing. Clindy at 17 laps into the stint, Stanley at 20. I think Stanley probably will go right around 170 as well. We forecasted Hibbs and Stanley right around 177 about 2 stops ago. So they're still kind of could do that if they want to. Caution, and it is Hasek.
new race. No, I think it's a new race, my man. Still same.
And let's see what happens to Hasek. I think he kisses the wall coming off of 4 and goes to the inside. Cutlip and Wags are racing, but...
Takeshi Akita out of the race. That also too.
And yeah, he just kisses the wall, goes to the inside wall. That's where Ari Leindyke in a IROC car hit a mess, and then it comes right back out in front of traffic, and then slides down in front of Kidda. Oh, Kidda flips. James Watson involved. we got to watch Kidda. And Kidda, unfortunately, he's getting black flagged for this because he entered pit road, which just seems kind of unfair. But watch this from Kidda's point of view. He's going to do a barrel roll, and he sees this happen in front of him. And what he's trying to hope for is that the car goes to the wall and just stays there, but it just bounces off. And at that point, he's playing the General Lee, and he's cartwheeling through the infield and through the pits. And the humanity! If that was real, we'd have some damaged pit stalls. And let's go back to live TV here. So, everybody comes to pit road, and I don't know. This is going to be interesting because if you pit now, no, Pinheiro stays. Stanley stays. Hunter stays. Collins stays. Everyone else is coming in, and I'm thinking that these guys are going to stay out and hoping for another caution. These guys coming to pit road, I don't think they could. Well, I don't think they could do 48 laps.
No, for sure not. The maximum was 35, 36. Pinheiro did. And you have to save a lot of fuel. Or maybe you have to go in maybe less than 200 miles to save all that fuel, man. But no. Stanley, good job on there. Special Pinheiro, Smith. I know 40 and all these guys on behind. They're going to come in furious to take the lead, but it's not worth it at all. Maybe, unless, like I said in the chat, unless we have another caution.
I think
makes sense.
I think at some point, and you've seen the racing, how close it's been, and chat, you can see. Meister says mega save line loading. Yeah. So, chat, unless you disagree, I think we've seen how close the racing's been, and laps that really weren't as critical in the race. And you were talking about, hey, man, we're not even, halfway through and we're racing like there's 10 laps to go. Remember you were saying that? I think the closing laps of this race are going to be a lot like that, and I think there's going to be a lot more on the line for these drivers, and we might see those cautions pop out late in this race.
That's a problem.
But unfortunately, what it's going to do, it's going to cost some of these drivers their chance to win. And I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I know, but I know what is going to happen. I know all of these guys on behind with the new tires is going to come in on the front, and they're going to start to racing hard, and somebody unexpected is going to be out. For example, what's happened at last yellow flag when we have a chain on there with the old tires, and then coming the guys on the back coming with the new tires. And then try to make the pass, and then they have all this issue and touch and clipping each other. So that's good to be happen. And I don't expect it to be a short green flag.
All right, we're going to try to get in an iRacing promo here, and then we'll come right back. The green flag might be underway, but it'll get us our second iRacing promo out of the way, and we don't have to show that anymore. We'll be right back here for the 15th running of the Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500 in the closing stages at lap 160 of 200. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
All right, we're coming back, and the green next time by, and Ethan Stanley and a number of drivers came down pit road to top off. I don't know if that's really going to help them necessarily, but it's not going to hurt.
I think no. There's still too much lap, but I said unless it's a yellow flag, and the next 10 laps, it could be worth it. The strategy Stanley did. Could be, well.
All right, we're coming to green next time by at lap 165 of 200. Adriano Pinheiro, your leader. Hunter Smith now in second. Colin Heil, he is in third. Tyler Fode is in fourth. Gavin Hibbs is in fifth. The first three drivers stayed out under this caution. That's Pinheiro at 15 laps. Hunter Smith at 16 laps. Colin Heil at 25 laps. But the freshest tires is Tyler Fode, and he's taking shots already at Heil going into one. Glindy, Chad Frankenfield side by side through the south end of the racetrack. Now they're through turn two. Albrecht to the inside of Glindy. He's going to try to take that position. Fode around Heil. Hunter Smith now to the point. And here comes Fode, and we're going to go three wide into one. Pinheiro gives him a lot of room and move Tyler Fode to the point. And this might be a move that keeps him alive in the points for one more race than everyone else.
Stanley, say what I say. What happened? Have to.
Stanley is now backing a whole bunch. Yeah, he's backing a whole bunch of cars, and they've lost the draft because of that little bit of lift.
No, Justin Barrymore have a contact with Bailey Mills and in turn one, and just drifting in turn one for him. Good save over there.
Well, Bailey Mills wants to lead that group of drivers. Back up front, Tyler Fode now pulls Adriano Pinheiro right with him. Hunter Smith is third, Colin Heil fourth, Gavin Hibbs now fifth. And Pinheiro showing plenty of pace with those older tires at 18 laps old. To the inside, getting around Fode, back to the point. Fode back to the inside at the yard of bricks. He looks for the point again. Here comes Hibbs. Hibbs to the inside of his teammate. And he gets the spot move. Hibbs up the fourth. And now Frankenfield taking a peek. Oh, check out. Here comes Seb Alexander. A.J. Hobson almost three wide in the three. Seb's going to stay low. He's going to push up a little bit. Glindy back to 10th. Here comes Frankenfield. And now he gets back in line behind Heil. I think Frankenfield deciding that maybe he needs to save. Alexander doesn't think he needs to save. He's going to go ahead and push. Oh, yep. Yeah, Chad really wants that spot. And he's with his teammate. And I believe Albrecht is also working with the Little Eagle guys. And he is right back in this battle. He's, like I said, we talked about it, very strong, very consistent day. A day to build off of, the day to be proud of. Currently in seventh spot, been up front all day. Seb now looking for the inside of our pole center. Whoa!
For sure, they have a contact over there, Van Netco.
A.J. Hobson to the inside of Seb. I think he wanted to clear himself, but he wasn't quite as clear as he thought he would be. And here comes Clindy against his, really not against, but catching up to his technical teammate, Seb Alexander. Fody back to the point. $30 to go. We've reached the magic number, Lewis. It's now time to start thinking about who can make it to the end and who can't. And right now, nobody can make it to the end.
Yes, sir. So nobody, but even Pinheiro, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. If we have a caution now, it's going to be a different game. That's why Pinheiro have to stay out as long as he can.
He's going to stay right there with Fody and just, well, I thought maybe he'd just stay right with him, but he feels the necessity to get out front and try to lead, all the while burning a lot of fuel. Albrecht and Heil side by side through 3. Move Albrecht up a position. Heil really hemorrhaging spots right now with 33-lap-old tires. We expect him to come to pit road any time. When he does, he becomes the first car that for sure can make it all the way to the end.
Look at the Chad.
Yes, Chad to the inside with a lot of his, he has a teammate right there. He just passed Hunter. And now we're right back to where we were almost 400 miles ago.
Collins called the pit now.
Okay, this will be his final stop. So he's going to be the first to stop here. And unfortunately for him, it's going to be new tires and almost a full tank of fuel. So he's not saving a lot of time here by going deep into this run. So he's just going to come to pit road, get it over with, and see where the chips may fall. This is final stop.
If we continue in green, it could be he finished in top 10, in top 3.
Oh, and he misses his marks. He has to roll back a little bit. That's going to cost him some time. Back up front. Here's Tyler Fody. Outside, inside. Here comes Pinheiro and bringing Frankenfield with him. And there's no love lost. We talked about this before between Fody and Frankenfield. We've seen them go tooth and nail on road courses before. Hunter Smith in 4th, looking for another podium finish here at the 500. Here comes Fody to the point, and he might bring Chad with him. No. Pinheiro slams the door. Who is going to make that next stop to pit road?
So excited, man, because we don't know what's going to happen, even if he's have a caution.
Oh, here comes Chad to the inside in the 3. Pinheiro's going to stay high and give him room. And in front of him is Dirty Air. That is from one of the teammates. That is Heil. And he's going to help out a little bit there because they're within the draft envelope of 1.5 seconds of Heil. Frankenfield is, and Frankenfield's going to have the pull of the draft down the straightaway, but Pinheiro is going to go to the inside. And he clears Frankenfield coming out of 1.
What a way, the temperature of the track, 110 Fahrenheit on track now.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
And also the clown is the clown in the track is very dark now. It's not really dark like in qualifying we see one season ago, but it's kind of dark.
And now Pinheiro is in the draft of Heil, so you got to, at this point, maybe one of the Little Eagle guys got to say, hey man, you can't be helping him out. Everything is a strategy. All the teams working as one. But we expect Pinheiro now to come to pit road anytime. I suspect that you've talked about it. He will want, and here he goes to the inside of Heil. And yes, Heil just kind of lets him go. And I think Heil is probably going to play rear gunner to Frankenfield and help Frankenfield a little bit extend his run as deep as possible.
I think Pinheiro's coming in the next 4-5 laps. I think 20 to go. It's coming, Fran. Oh, Pinheiro, my.
Back to the point, Pinheiro. 23 to go here in the late stages. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We really, really appreciate you sticking it out. We still have 58, almost 60 people watching. Thank you very much. Once again, if you're just joining us, you're watching ERN's coverage of round 10 of 12 of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, the 15th running of the Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500, coming to you from the world's greatest and the world's most famous race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're currently Chad Frankenfield, who really has had to dig himself out of a major hole. In the very early in this race, he got a black flag for speeding on pit road, had to do a drive-through penalty, went down a lap, and has worked his way back to the point. He is currently fighting for the lead with Adriano Pinheiro, looking for that last checkbox in his career to get to that big Indy 500 win. Chad looking for his second Indy 500 win. But we currently have 22 to go. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next race for us is in 2 weeks. We go to Mexico City for the first time, but we're not done here yet. 21 to go.
I know the guy is racing here, but it make me nervous all this stuff.
Pinheiro now 31 laps into his stint. Hunter Smith 32 laps into his stint.
Coming out.
And this might be Pinheiro coming to pit road this time. We will ride with Pinheiro down pit lane.
All in. This
is a final stop for Adriano Pinheiro. He needs to hit his marks. He cannot do what Scott Dixon did. He comes in, he hits his marks, he does not slide in. He's on the line, but he's going to get serviced. That's going to maximize his pit in.
Ryan Schultz in pit now.
Ryan Schultz and his final stop.
Oh, he missing also too. He missing many times. I think Ryan Schultz is new. He cannot go to the end. For sure. Kane Cocker, black flag.
Oh, he must have sped coming to pit road on the final stop.
Yes.
Trey Holmes coming to pit road. Cutlip coming to pit road. These are final stops for all of these drivers. Back up front, Chad Frankenfield right now has a rear gunner in the form of his teammate, rookie Colin Heil. So they're going to work together. Also up there, they do have a slightly distant rear gunner in Hunter Smith, but he needs to come to pit road anytime now. Tyler Fode, he still needs to stop one more time. Gavin Hibbs still needs to stop one more time. A.J. Hobson up the fifth. He still needs to stop. Blauman and Albrecht. Here comes Albrecht. Final stop for our pole sitter. Coming to the cones right now. And he gets it. He gets it. Good job. He's doing the up down shift trick. Josh Adams on pit road. Final stop.
We have a 5 caution today. I didn't know that.
Hunter Smith coming to pit road. Final stop for Hunter Smith.
Well, Hunter Smith is okay. He is he's okay, but all of this guy with 22-19 over there, he must to hold it on to the end. Must to. Like Aneki told me one day, the Neki team told me one day, stay until your car it cannot have a more fuel. You know when it's gonna happen in between.
And real IndyCar racing, when they do what they call time stops, and these guys are going to have to do pretty much time stops. There's normally a guy with a long stick, and it smacks the fuelman on the back to let him know, or on the back of the helmet to let him know, hey, man, you're done. Pull. You got to bring the probe out. You're done. Back off, and that will allow the car, because the car's already going to be down on the jacks at that point, because most of the time your tire change is going to take 5 seconds or less, because it's just one single lug, impact lug in the middle, off, new tire on, reverse, the gun, done. I mean, that's literally, they could change tires in about 5 seconds. It's the fill of the tank that takes so long. And in real IndyCar racing, these are gravity-fed tanks, meaning that they require the weight of the liquid in the tank to push the fluid through the hose down into the car using gravity and suction.
We have a yellow.
Oh, Trey Holmes.
Chris Albrecht. Maybe?
Nope.
No, we don't have a yellow.
Chris Albrecht. It is. Our pole sitter. The right front is done, and his day is done.
Jello. They threw the jello. Why?
We don't see what happened. We'll have to go back a little bit further and see what happened here. He's with Trey down the front straight. And I said Trey because I originally saw Trey falling through the order, but I think he might have had to take some evasive action. We'll try to get a higher end. So that is Cutlip and Holmes with Albrecht, our pole sitter. What happens? Contact between Cutlip and Holmes, and Albrecht goes into the wall. And that is day done for your pole sitter. Okay. They're still going to have to stop. I don't think they can make it.
Oh, maybe. But I don't know. I think maybe he can do it, but very, very in the edge. In the edge.
I don't know. Ethan Stanley is side by side with R.C. Anderson. I think they're trying to decide who's got that position right now. Who comes to pit road? Chad Frankenfield. Is he going to do a pump fake, or is he going to commit? He is going to commit. Everyone's going to commit, except for Colin Heil. He is going to get the wave around. That's what he wants. So who is staying out? Gavin Hibbs.
Stay out.
A.J. Hobson staying out. Blauman staying out. Clindy staying out. R.C. Anderson staying out. Stanley staying out. These guys are still going to stop again. I don't know. 13 to go. It's going to be close. These guys must be gambling. They must think there's going to be another caution or something. Or maybe they do have enough. But the problem that we now see with Pinheiro, he's now back in 11th. He's got fresh tires, and for sure he can 100% full push. Everyone in front of him is 24 or more laps into this stint. Oh, wow. This has really changed a little bit of the outcome of the race. I'm not some people are maybe questioning race control, throwing that because
I don't know.
I think the pole sitter got off in time, but that was that a race control decided call?
it looked like a race control admin. This caution it have a single file restart. So I don't know if it's by racing that is the safe exit. I know in the real life it should be for sure 100% yellow, but this is virtual. So the car went outside track. He went to the for the road.
Yeah, the road course. The infield road course right there off of turn 2. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We still have the leader out there behind the pace car. And now is a really good time. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Once again, Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg. Fueling small businesses to win big, to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, you want to click on their link in the description. Also want to thank Worldwide Technology Raceway to check out one of their marquee events and their upcoming season here. Check them out at www.raceway.com. Buy tickets today, especially for the IndyCar race. I want to thank Worldwide Technology Raceway for being a sponsor. Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace. This series wouldn't be running right now if it wasn't for Warriors for Peace. I want to thank Warriors for Peace. Make sure to check them out at warriors4peace.org today. All the links you need are in the description for that. And also want to take Mark J. Rebilas Photography. And what you want to do is you want to check him out at rebilasphoto.com. And he is the sponsor of today's race, and he has been a big sponsor of this race and this series for a long time. And want to thank him for definitely being a big supporter of this league and IndyCar racing here at Indianapolis. We're going to go green with 11 to go, so we're going to be right at 10 to go. And we've heard Paul Page say it so many times during real Indy 500 broadcasts. The leader at lap 190 is often not the leader or the winner of the race. We've heard it so many times. And actually, I might have, I don't know if I have it right here on me. Leaders at 10 to go. So, leaders at 10 to go. The difference that those will go back to the IR18, the start of the IR18 era. So Oriol Servia led with 10 to go in 18, Power won. Pagano led with 10 to go in 19, he won. Sato led with in 2020 with 10 to go, he won. Rosenquist led at 10 to go in 2021. Castro Neves won. Ericsson won in 2022, and he led at 10 to go. Pato Award led at 10 to go in 2023, and Joseph Newgarden won that race. Joseph Newgarden then won the next year. He led at 10 to go and won the race. And then Palou won the race leading at 10 to go this year. So it happens often, but more often than not, the guy that's up at the point has the advantage. And here we go. We're getting ready to go green. Gavin Hibbs, your leader. We're coming to 10 to go. And here goes Clindy to the inside of Blauman. And this is exactly the same point in time where Clindy decided that he was going to send... Oh, contact between Clindy and Blauman! And they're wrecking! And also R.C. Anderson's involved, and that is at the south end of the racetrack, and we are caution again!
Three cars out. Oh, Blauman came...
We'll go watch again here, and we'll actually speed it up.
I don't know.
And we'll watch. Here we go through turn 1.
I don't know.
Look at Stanley. Stanley had to go to the road course or to the pit road escape road to miss that. That could have been real bad for him if he got up in the grass. He would have slid up into the wall. Okay, I don't think this is a fuel issue race anymore. If anyone was tight, it's not tight anymore. Not anymore. It's a full send. So it's really going to come down to you have Hibbs, Hobson, and Vandermarl, 30 laps old tires up at the front. Stanley, now 28 lap old tires, Owens and Wagner, Pinheiro with 11, and Hunter Smith with 8. If Pinheiro can somehow make his way through this mess here in 6 laps, I don't think he has enough time.
Right.
So we're trying to think here what's going on. So this really resets the outcome of this race and what can happen here. A lot of stuff can still happen, but now we're starting to have a little bit of attrition starting to eat into this field. But Hibbs is now your leader. A.J. Hobson very quietly up 18 spots now to second position. Justin Vandermarl, the guy, the maestro, the guy that does all these graphics. Remember at one point he was falling back in the race early on?
I know.
Now he's in third spot. And now Ethan Stanley, who's been up at the front since he executed his strategy very early on to stay out and get some track position, he's still there. Jordan Owens, remember Jordan Owens had a bit of a rough race. Remember he had to come to I think he had a penalty on pit road for speeding. I think he's now recovered to 5th. Wags, we haven't seen high nor low of Wags all race long, but here we are within 10 to go, and Wags is now in true Penske fashion, since he models himself as a Penske driver. In true Penske fashion, you put yourself in a position in the first 400 miles so you could race for the win in the last 100 miles. And that's exactly what he's done. And that behind him is the story of the race all race long, Adriano Pinheiro in 7th position. Then we got Hunter Smith, Andrew Wood. Remember Wood came to pit road and got a new front wing. He smacked the wall. Somehow he's back up in the top 10 again. Ryan Scholes in 10th. So many inconceivable changes to fortunes have happened in this race over the course of this 500 miles. It just, there's so many drivers that have had a story of two halves. They had a very bad first half of the race, and now all of a sudden, a little strategy, a little track position, and they're looking at a top 10 finish, a top 5 finish, a podium, or a possible win.
I think the best guy to maybe win a little more position is Pinheiro with have a 13 and this, the old tires, but the other one have over the 32. So Gibbs have a clean air, so he can do whatever he wants to defend the Justin Barrymore over there. Stanley with 30, and also Jonathan Owens with 30. Even Matt Wagner can stay and finish the top 5, or maybe, who knows, win the race by massive accident at the front. So it's it's open for everyone. Even for Adriano Pinheiro, he can avoid some incidents around, but we have still open a race, open, because the old tires start to affect them in the. It have to be a problem after 2 laps in green.
All right, I think pit. We're going to go one more lap. Pit's. We got to wait for the car to pace car to clear. And Hibbs is liking that. I mean, that's just fewer laps he has to worry about.
Yeah, it's coming to pit now. Pace car. We have one more lap.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, so your drivers in the top 5. Ethan Stanley has 7 career wins. Gavin Hibbs has that 1 win that he outdueled. This is before you kind of joined the network when I was doing some of my early broadcasts here with the Elite Racing Network. He outdueled Jason Brophy in a race to remember at New Hampshire. Then we got A.J. Hobson, no wins and 44 starts. Jordan Owens, no wins and 41 starts. Justin Vandermarl, no wins and 23 starts. Ooh, Pinheiro almost out to the wall on the exit of 2. You got to remember, Gavin Hibbs also has a lot of experience in just driving in general. Just because he doesn't have a lot of accolades in IndyCar, remember, it has 175 Elite Racing League combined starts and 8 wins. Could this be combined win number 9 for him today? Sprint to the end. 6 to go, coming to 5 to go. Here we go. Hibbs goes to the inside. He's defending already. Hobson right with him. Vandermarle to the inside of Stanley. That's actually Owens to the inside of Stanley.
Pinheiro went to almost hit to the wall, and Hunter Smith won the 2 spot over there.
Here goes
A.J.
A.J. Hobson on the outside. Battle for the lead at the north end of the racetrack into turn 3. We're 2 by 2, coming to 4 laps to go. 10 miles, a quo run to decide the Indianapolis 500 here in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Car in the wall, coming off of 4, bounces off it. Here comes Hunter Smith 3 wide. Here we go, 3 wide in the middle. Stanley in the middle.
Ethan started nice and 3 wide.
Pinheiro around Wags. Stanley to the inside. He's defending. Here goes the snake. Hobson second. Hibbs in third. Hunter Smith, his teammate. He's going to take a shot at him to the inside. Here comes Vandermarle. Here comes Owens. Pinheiro's here on the high side. He goes around Owens on the high side. Coming to 3 to go.
Hunter Smith have a new tire, 13, and look at that 3 wide.
Hunter Smith to the inside, and he goes to the point. 3 to go at Indianapolis. Oh, Pinheiro into the wall. And that might spell the end of his chances. He's still got a head of steam on Vandermarle. Vandermarle goes to the inside. Caution, yellow flag, and this race is over. And Hunter Smith is going to win the Indianapolis 500.
Oh.
I'm not sure what happened. I think it happened to Seb Alexander.
Seb Alexander, yes.
And Cutlip, Jonathan Cutlip.
Seb Alexander, no, Andrew Wood hit the wall. Seb Alexander have a contact with Ryan Schultz on the back, and then all the stuff on the back. Even Jonathan Caldwell.
Yeah, he ran into that too. And that is your Indy 500. There is no green, white checkers. And I think Hunter Smith is probably liking that. He is going to go down now in the same level of history as Ari Leyendijk and Buddy, who both got their first wins, their first IndyCar wins. Buddy Lazier is another one of those that got his first IndyCar wins here, right here at the Indianapolis 500.
The key of the pass was in lap 196 when the Hunter Smith went for inside in turn 2, and he made the pass and make the pass on Pinheiro and Wagner in turn 2, and then he went straight in the last one lap, make the pass all of this guy on front. 3 wide. Then, man, 3 wide again. In just 2 laps. 3 wides in 2 laps, man. Nice job from 14. Hunter Smith gonna win the race.
Hunter Smith, first career win here in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. He got a podium here before. We knew he had the pace. as he's enjoying this victory lap. And it's no less sweet under caution. Dario Franchitti won all of his Indy 500s under caution. Hunter Smith in his lucky 69th start. Tied, it's his 6th all-time and starts in the league. He's rocking the P1 Broadcasting sponsorship on the side of his car. But he gets his first win here, and it's the biggest one of all at the Indianapolis 500. He's going to go down in the same lengths of history as other drivers that got their first ever win here. Alexander Rossi, also on that list. We have Buddy Rice, Buddy Lazier, Ari Luyendyk, drivers that are well known in IndyCar history for getting their first wins here at Indianapolis. Coming off of quarter number 4 for the last time, Hunter Smith, Little Eagle Racing, is going to go down with another W, a win a year ago for their team boss, and now a win for one of their drivers from 14th starting position. Number 14 has done pretty well here in Indianapolis. A.J. Hobson, speaking of number 14, comes home second. Ethan Stanley, in his first and only oval race of the year, comes home third.
What a crazy, crazy race. One for 14. That's what I'm looking for.
I think that might be, I think might have that information somewhere.
Nobody.
Here's your final. We'll talk about the stats here in a second. All right, Hunter Smith with the big breakthrough win, and all the Little Eagle guys are on the front stretch to celebrate with their teammate. A.J. Hobson second, Ethan Stanley third, Justin Vandermarl in fourth, Adriano Pinheiro. It's going to be another 7 months before he can do this again. He comes home fifth. Just that last couple of cautions changed the outcome. Parnelli Jones, 1963. Did he win from 14th?
I found it. I'll let you know. No, Burley Jones started for first. 19. Oh, I lost it. Hey,
all right, that's not right.
1955.
1955, last driver to win from. So that would have been Bob Swikert.
Yes, sir.
Bob Swikert, right before USAC took over.
Thank God you said the word.
Hibbs, Fody, Wagner, Frankenfield. Chad probably doesn't want that top 10. He wants much higher. But I'm sure he's pretty happy for his teammate right now. That is your top 10. Because they're just bouncing off one another on the front stretch. Andrew Wood recovers to 11th. Trey Holmes in 12th. Ryan Schold 13th. Trey Edson 14th. Colin Heil 15th. Cutlip, Mills, Adams, Alexander, and Clindy. There's two drivers right there that 19th and 20th kind of betray really how well they did in this race. Then we had R.C. Anderson, Blauman, Ingrave, Albrecht, Coker, Watson, Haase, Kitta, Camargo, and Norgard. And then rounding out the remainder of your field, Rebilas did not start. I think he was just an alternate. Aldrich, Toole, and Adams are your 33 starters.
In 2 hours and 42 minutes race day.
All right, so we need to get some replays going here.
All right.
Just bear with us, and we will get into the interview room.
Man, what a race, man! I thought it was gonna be a Pinheiro with the amazing strategy and coming on the front, and then the yellow, and then the other yellow, and then Hunter Smith with the same tires, two guys behind, and he made the pass. That's the key, the pass. He passed me, he's fast. Good job.
Real quick, while we're getting collected here. Hunter Smith up 13 spots. AJ Hobson up 18. Ethan Stanley up 23. I guess who's your LGN driver of the race?
And I cannot give you a Stanley, even a Hobson, even a Smith. Yeah, Justin Marble, Baxter Vandermeer. I'm gonna give you to him. Oh, Adriano Pinheiro 7. No, Justin. I'm gonna give you Justin. Because we're talking about Pinheiro too much today. So it's gonna be Justin. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, I'm gonna mention Wagner also too with 6. Because it's in top 10.
All right, let's get into the interview room here. Let's cue out this music. And we should be done with that. And now let's bring up Ethan Stanley. Here he is, Ethan Stanley, making his only oval appearance for the season, and made a good one. He came all the way back from 26th starting position and proved 23 spots with some pretty savvy pit strategy of staying out and picking up some track position. And that really led to him being up front for much of the second half of this race. Comes home third. But I got to ask, did you have a shot there at the end despite the late caution? Do you think maybe it would have been different if you could have raced that one out?
Are you talking about like the long run at the end?
Oh, the run coming up to the last caution. Did you have anything to mainly get the win there at the end, or no?
It was just unfortunate timing. If the caution would have came out half a lap earlier, I would have had it. Just that's the way these Indy 500s go. You get towards the end, and everybody's pack racing and getting real close to each other, and you just gotta be lucky. And unfortunately, I wasn't. But I'm pretty happy with that run overall. Fighting all the way from the back, saving fuel.
Well, I'll talk about where you
better 500.
Well, talk about where you kind of did get lucky. Is you did some pretty savvy strategy by staying out on a couple of those yellows to pick up some track position. That seemed to work out very well for you, and then you were able to work with other drivers and kind of help to stay up there, even with some aged tires.
Yeah, honestly, that most of that like kind of struggling at the beginning of those runs where I stayed out was fuel, just trying to save a little bit of fuel so I could run a little bit longer than the other guys that stayed out with me. And it seemed to work pretty well. The overcut definitely worked. So yeah, really happy with where I ended up, just slowly gaining positions through those little strategy calls.
Well, we're going to see at least in one more race this season when we get to Mexico City. But overall, a pole position earlier this year. Been flirting with some podiums. Get the podium actually on the oval, not the road course. Still another opportunity for you to get the win when we go to Mexico City. We expect to see you there. But any shout-outs, any friends, family, sponsors, anybody you want to say hi to? I imagine you, like you said, you feel pretty good, so you got to be pretty happy. You want to shout those people out.
Yeah, of course. Big shout out to Blue Egg, a longtime sponsor with the team, and big thanks to Lake Norman Motorsports, Tyler Fody, Chris Albrecht, and we also had we had Leighton in the team as well. Yeah, pretty solid run for us. Unfortunate with Leighton and Chris, but pretty strong throughout the night. So big thanks to them, and just big shout out to you guys up in the booth. Always love watching all of these races back. Definitely going to watch this one back.
Well, you should, because you're going to like your performance. Spoiler alert, I think you do pretty well.
That pass at the end, I got to watch back. And just big shout out to you guys, of course, and then Chad and all the admins that run this stuff.
Well, Ethan Stanley improves 23 spots, started 26, finishes third. Podium finish, not the win, but still there's future races still to happen, and that win, I'm sure, probably is not in the too far distant future, but a podium finish is a great way to round out a pretty successful month of October, so to speak. Congrats, and we'll catch you at the next one.
Yep, see you guys.
And then now let's move on to AJ Hobson. And here is AJ, and I always say it every time. You can't have an IndyCar race, and you can't have an Indy 500 without an AJ in the lineup. And you delivered today, sir. Started 20th, improved 18 spots, and a little strategy there at the end to gain some track position, and you come home second. But again, the same question I'm going to ask Stanley. If that caution didn't come out, did you have anything for the win?
Yeah, I thought I did. There was a lot of back and forth there with the outside and inside line, and I wanted to see it run all the way through, and unfortunately that didn't happen. The strategy was kind of scary. I needed those yellows or I wasn't going to make it to the end. So I'm glad it kind of paid off that way, but also really bummed I didn't come across the yard of bricks first.
Talk about the fuel strategy. How much did you end up with in the tank there at the end?
The last caution got me through by 3 laps, but
oh wow, okay.
It was if we didn't have that last crash, I don't think I was going to make it. I think it was going to run out, and it didn't.
How were the conditions out there coming from that deep in the field? You had to execute a little bit of strategy to get some track position, but you did a good chunk of it on the racetrack itself. Well, what were the conditions out there like with everyone out there, kind of seemingly all on top of one another?
Yeah, it was tough. You could kind of get guys early in the run if you capitalized on some mistakes, but that's part of the reason I stayed out when everyone pit with like 38 to go or whatever it was, is because I would have rather taken the track position, and it was tough to pass. You could kind of do it, but I think track position was big today, and that's why I stayed out at the end.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to. I know the Dark Horse guys are pretty happy with you getting this P2 here today. And of course their series is over on our other channel here on P1. So I'd imagine all in all feeling pretty happy, wanting to win, but still P2 is pretty satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty satisfied with P2. Shout out to the Dark Horse boys. I need to get more of them running this race again. I'm a one-man show out there. I got a couple buddies here helping with strategy calls, so shout out to Billy and Drew for being here. But they helped with some influence on calls. But I need to get more. I need to get Teed, Peterson. I need to get those guys out here.
For sure, yeah. Get them on out here. I'll be happy to see them. Well, a good day for you. Started again 20th, improved 18 spots a second, even led 1 lap to boot. Came home in second position, and who knows what would happen if that last caution didn't come out. But A.J. Hobson, second place today here in the 15th running of the Indianapolis 500. Congrats. We will catch you at the next one when we head to Michigan City. Or it's Michigan City. That's twice I've done that now. Mexico City. Michigan City's in Indiana. But also we will probably more than likely see you. You do pretty well at those drafting tracks when we go to the P1 500 up at Michigan here about 2 races from now. So we'll see you then.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
A.J. Hobson finishing second. Have points been updated yet?
Not yet. I'll let you know.
Not yet. Okay. Let's bring in Hunter Smith, and here he is. I'm trying to bring him in. There he is, added to the room. Hunter Smith improves 13 spots, started 14th, comes home with the win when the caution falls. But sometimes it doesn't matter how you get there. It's just where you at when that caution falls. And you were the man on the point. Congratulations. You now go and equal IndyCar history along with Ari Leindyke, Buddy Rice, Buddy Lazier, Alexander Rossi. First win ever in IndyCar racing, or at least here in the Elite Racing League. And it comes at the biggest race of them all, the Indianapolis 500. Congratulations, sir. Just let it all out. How you feeling?
Oh my God, feeling amazing. That's a heck of a list to be involved with, to say the least there. yeah, for this being the first win, like you can't pick a better track or a better race
Your
to do it on.
first
to be
win
honest.
and your 69th career start.
I'm not gonna say that was on purpose. It might have been. On purpose.
Everyone else is like, nice, okay. But talk about that. I mean, you weren't a player there until the end, but you were just hanging with that group the entire time. I know you had other teammates that were kind of maybe higher in the pecking order or whatever and on the team or whatever, but you just kept your car in contention the whole time. And when it came time to really drop the hammer at the end, you kind of had the freshest tires and probably the best setup good to go, and you were there. I mean, talk about that last run to get to the lead.
It worked out perfectly. Yeah, Ryan Schold put down a really good strategy. He gave us like I think 4 different options before the race even started, but they kept on picking plan A, and I just kept going per C. I just kept hitting, just stuck with Adriano, just kept on, I didn't try to fuel save, took those fresh tires, and I knew it. It got a good jump on Adriano. As long as I had that run on him, I was able to get through, past him in turn 2. And from there, it's just time to eat. And I just sent it 3 wide, I think 2 times to get up there past 6 cars in 2 laps. Oh, I can't tell you the nerves I felt in that lap. It was awesome.
What was that feeling, though, when the caution came out and you looked down and you're like, am I in the lead? Am I in the lead? And you look down and you're like, P1, and that's it. There's no more racing to do. You just need to bring it around and get the checkered flag under caution.
It's unbelievable. My dog woke up. My neighbor came over to check on me, just yelling and screaming. It was a heck of a moment in here, that's for sure.
Before we let you get to the shout-outs, you know the drill, how this works. After this, you're supposed to go drink your milk. You don't have to pour it over your head or anything like that. If you do it in the shower or do it outside. But you do have to record yourself drinking the milk because it doesn't happen very often. Ask your teammate, Chad. He's got 1, and it took him 12 attempts. You're going to want to savor this one for a long time. So make sure you get that drink of milk in there for that victory milk, because I'm sure it's not going to taste any sweeter. But for winning the 500, man, in your first career win here and your 69th career start, I think that makes you like 6th all-time in the Elite Racing League history in terms of number of starts. I'm going to give you the mic, and you can take the mic for as long as you want, and shout out anybody and everybody, friends, family, sponsors, anybody you want. Go right ahead. You are the champ of the biggest race of the season.
Well, Gary, I sure do appreciate it. You guys put on such a great show. But yeah, no, it's an honor. Obviously, the Smith last name is a bit cursed around Indy.
It is. It's never qualified.
At least do it over doing the virtual world at least. So that part especially feels good. But yeah, no pouring the milk over my head. I am a traditionalist. I'm chugging that and giving the rest of my team. We're all drinking that thing together. But yeah, no, my friends, family out there, got a couple of them are out there watching, and I sure do appreciate the support. My phone's getting absolutely blown up in the past 10-15 minutes, which is great. So, but yeah, no, honestly, gotta shout out Ryan Schold. He's put together such a great Little Eagle Racing team. We've added like 4 different drivers, all with great talent. We're glad to have them all on board. And we've really been working hard to build this team up, and I think we're going to get more wins coming our way, to say the least. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's great to have P1 Broadcasting in the car. The PRA 500 coming up in a few months. That's going to be this is one heck of a lead into that, to say the least. I'm glad to have you guys on that call too. But overall, just happy for this team. Happy to get this win. It's great to get this off my back, to say the least.
Well, now it's often we hear the first win's the hardest, and getting that second win is almost just as hard. So we will be looking forward to calling that second win. But you're right, the Smith name is actually more cursed than Andretti here at Indianapolis, because in the real world, a Smith, the most common name, you know that, right? The Smith, the most common surname in the United States, never is qualified for this race. Come close, but it's never qualified.
We got 34th, Mark Smith, but that was the only shot we ever had.
Yep, indeed. And well, and there's been some Smiths on the stock car side of things, but we don't count that. We don't count that.
No, we do not count that.
Well, Hunter, congratulations. Go get that milk. Go make sure you post a video of it on the Discord to show everybody so it can go up on Twitter and whatnot. Congratulations on your first win. Congratulations on your first Indy 500. Sleep well tonight, my friend. You definitely earned it.
Oh, absolutely. Appreciate it. I'm going to pop my second beer. You guys have a good night.
And and we will drop him from the channel. Oh, he's going to
Don't
celebrate.
Don't do it like a Fittipaldi did. After
Yeah,
that,
don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't drink orange juice. And that after that, he was cursed. He crashed while leading the 500 by almost a lap, and then he didn't qualify the next year after that. And the next year after that, he wrecked and injured himself and had to end his career. So from basically 2.5 years from winning the 500 to nothing, to not being a driver anymore, if you just drank the milk. Just drink the milk, Mo. Just drink the milk. That's all you have to do. And I'm sure of it. Hunter is drinking the milk. I mean, he's going to have a beer, but you have to drink the milk. You can't drink anything else in lieu of the milk. And I'm sure he's going to drink plenty of milk tonight. But wow, what a race. We saw a first-time winner, a surprise winner. We knew Hunter Smith before, got a podium here, and he had the pace and he had the strategy with this Little Eagle squad. But let's face it, I mean, even in the pre-race intro, and I introduced him, you know, I said right there, I said he was a podium finisher. He started on the pole at Auto Club. He's making his 69th IndyCar start, 6th all-time in the Elite Racing League. But I didn't say he was a contender. I didn't say anything. I just had stats for the guy. I mean, I knew he had pace. But, man, he really showed us and one-upped us all today by really saying, you know what? I have the pace, I have the stamina, I have the car, I have the team, I have the ability, and he got the win. And he only led 4 laps, but it doesn't matter how many laps you led. Ask Pinheiro, ask Ethan Stanley that. It matters where you are when that last lap is led.
before I say something, the point is up. So you
Okay.
want to talk about that?
But you say your things, and we'll talk about the points after.
Oh, sure. In between, you're talking about you're looking for that. So, yeah, it's like you don't know until the last lap. We don't know until happened all this stuff, and then somebody came with let's say this with the balls to make that kind of pass in the last 2 or 3 in the last 5 laps. He make it that pass. He make with Wagner and Adriano in turn 2. It was, I think that was the race, because after that it was they have these 4 cars on the front with the tires very bad. He cannot hold it. The aggressive of the opportunistic, or I think I was gonna say aggressive, the violence to win the race. That's what I want to. It's a 4 laps to go. It's a free for all basically. So when it's happened, that's when he did. And when you feel that sensation, like I have to win, I have the tires, I have the car, I have everything to win. He did that. He didn't have the shame or the shy to stay back and say, no, I'm going to do it progressively, quiet, and no, he went for everything, and he did a good job for that. So I really congratulations for Hunter Smith for winning the 15th running.
It's interesting. He talked about how the Smith that tried to qualify for Indianapolis and didn't, and he finished. He was 34th fastest, so he was actually a alternate. Do you know Hunter Smith is the 34th different driver to get a win in the Elite Racing League?
Oh, really?
Yes. So I guess the name Smith rides on the number 34. Maybe he should change his number to that. But, yeah, he's a 34th different winner in Elite Racing League IndyCar history throughout the entire history of the league. He is a 34th different winner. So there he is. 34th is now a number that means a little bit more to him. Now, let's talk about the points. And we have Pinheiro still leading with 116 points. Actually, Pinheiro, I think, extended his lead a little bit coming into this race.
Yeah, for 20 points, something like that.
Yeah, we'll go and look. Here are the points coming in. 108. Yeah, he actually extended his points lead by 8 points. So he has 116 points over Foti. I pretty much think all Pinheiro needs to do is take, and I'll have to crunch numbers and everything after. I don't have time to do this now, but I think Pinheiro pretty much all he has to do is take the start at Mexico City and he might clinch up the championship. He came really, really close to doing it today, but he at the very least, he take the start. If not, get a good finish. If not, pretty much take the start at Michigan.
Oh no, he needs to 37 points to clean the championship. Basically, is I have to check which one it could be. The 37 points in the championship. Oh, 37 could be fifth. No, sorry. Wait, how much to be finished second to clean the championship next in Mexico? If he win, for sure. But if he finishes second, he may put 40 points. If he's finished third, he want to make it 35 points. 32 for fourth, and 5 is 30. So they need to 37 points, including the bonus, all the stuff we have in the elite series. So it's about what is happening in Mexico. If it's not in Mexico, for sure must to be in Michigan. So, by the way, we don't have a Triple Crown this season.
No Triple Crown winner. So that was Pinheiro winning at Pocono and Hunter Smith winning at Indy. So no Triple Crown winner this season. So that Triple Crown bonus does not get claimed.
For sure, no money for nobody. But yeah, it was a good race. It was really interesting when they have the long run with 60 to go, and then this yellow in the weirdest was it weird and the strangest bubble in between.
Yeah,
I have to pit or I have to make the gamble.
Right.
And all of this is going to make a gamble, but Pinheiro have the best option because he have maybe 10 or 13 laps or 15 laps in the stint. He have to just come into the pit and finish the race ahead of everyone, because the other one they have to make the splash and go and good to go. So that's why he say AJ Hobson. Even Ethan could be have it if he say no. It's like no, for sure. We have here the calculation and everything to make that. So one more year have to wait Pinheiro for the championship. For the Indy 500. We're gonna remember him to win once again, but not for the Indy 500. So because Hunter Smith won this one in the 15 running.
Yeah, there is a whole wiki article about the curse of the Smiths at Indianapolis. Mainly that's due to Mark Smith, who was driving for Walker Racing, and what year was it? It was 93, 94, and he qualified, and with 6 minutes left in the qualifying, he got bumped, and he became the 34th fastest qualifier, so he was the first alternate. And so, ironically, also Hunter Smith is the 34th different winner in the Elite Racing League to get a win in the IndyCar Series. And also, ironically, Mark Smith shares the same birthday as me. So a lot of coincidences going on here. But I am very happy to have this race in the rearview mirror. We don't have to do another Indy 500 for another 7 months, Lewis. So we could at least tell Adriano that he's got a 7-month wait before he can do this all over again. So we don't have to do this for another 7 months.
He can do it on December.
Oh, yeah.
Winning over there, and then it's going to be like, you won that, but you don't win here, so what happened over here? So it's going to be really like interesting. So to finish my stuff, good for Hunter. See you in 2 weeks in Mexico for one more race in there. We are 3 to go. Thank you so much for all the people came today from zero to the interview, to stay around, a lot of likes, a lot of watching in Science and Now. So really thank you so much for everyone, and really appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
A lot of that stuff. So I hope they keep going. I hope they keep going. I hope in Mexico be a good race for that. So see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. Really. I echo that. I can't thank you enough. Let's get on out of here. Give everyone back their Thursday nights. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here for the 15th running of the Rebilas Photography Indianapolis 500 from the world's greatest race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hunter Smith becomes the 34th different driver in league history to get a win. He gets his first win here at Indianapolis in a 69th start. Nice. And it becomes the 6th all-time most starts in league history, but now he's got that dub next to his name, and that feels so much better. A.J. Hobson, he comes home in 2nd. AJ finishes 2nd at the Brickyard. That's not the first time that's ever happened. And Ethan Stanley comes home 3rd for his best oval finish of the season. That is your podium. Join ERN again in 2 weeks as the teams and drivers head to Mexico City for the first time in series history. It's our 4th of 4 road races this season. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, this time it definitely will be 7:45. I realize this was supposed to start at 7:30. My apologies. But that's at 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. You can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/ and just keyword search, actually, just Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not easy, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Listen to if not in tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of ERN's other iRacing programming, including the Juicy Spider Studios Elite Truck Series, Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Mark J. Rebilas Grand National Series, Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Ring that bell. You don't want to miss. There's plenty of action to follow here on the Elite Racing Network. Today's Elite Racing League's Indianapolis 500 is brought to you by Mark J. Rebilas and Rebilas Photography. Capturing all the thrill of motorsports from NHRA to the Indy 500 as a longtime supporter of sim racing, Mark brings the energy of real-world racing to life. Visit RebilasPhoto.com or click on the link in the description. Elite Racing League's naming rights are paid for by the Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is an Indianapolis-based nonprofit organization working to end violence and inspire peaceful change, founded in memory of Jack Shockley. They support youth through scholarships, mentoring, and community programs. To learn more and support their mission, visit their webpage at warriorsforpeace.org. We want to thank Warriors for Peace and their continued support for this signature series. Special thank you to the Elite Racing League's premier sponsors, Blue Egg Marketing and Worldwide Technology Raceway. Hey, don't spin your wheels. They finished 3rd place today. Accelerate their success with Blue Egg Marketing, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on the link in the stream description. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a premier motorsports facility located in Madison, Illinois, just minutes from downtown St. Louis and the iconic Gateway Arch. To buy tickets for one of their marquee events, check out www.raceway.com or click on the link in the stream description. For business inquiries, learn more about the Elite Racing League and what we do, visit eliteracingleague.com. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on X and Instagram. As always, the links you need, they're all in the description. So for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at Warriors for Peace, the Elite Racing Network, the Elite Racing League, Rebilas Photography, everybody involved with the presentation tonight. Good night and thanks for watching. I'm Gary Gotzo, and to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again in 2 weeks at Mexico City, where we might have a chance for rain. And the next race of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Good night from Indianapolis.